NBA playoffs on NBC.
Christian Javier brings it. There it goes. Swanson touches one off. 5-0 Atlanta here in the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live stream with the Louis Sports Network. Hope everybody is doing well on this Thursday evening. It is Game 6 Thursday. We are at the TD Garden here in Boston, Massachusetts, with the Golden State Warriors going up against the Boston Celtics here in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure you're sharing on the social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Salute to everybody. Shout out to Celtics Nation. Shout out to Dub Nation, man. Hope we get ourselves a great game for this Game 6. The Warriors have a 3-2 lead in this series, and we got to ask ourselves a question because there's a lot of questions that, are going to happen tonight that, we have and you're hopefully trying to get answered. Will the Boston Celtics force a Game 7 tonight, or are we going to see the crowning of one of the greatest point guards in NBA history and the Warriors win their 4th championship, and Steph Curry gets that elusive Finals MVP that has eluded him in his career? Now, some people say that they don't feel that Curry needs that MVP to validate himself. Some people are feeling that they already are going to put him in the top 10 all time. A lot of questions, a lot of narratives to be answered, So we're going to find out tonight. But salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out to G Money, first one in the building. I sent the link to you, bro. So whenever you're available, just hop on in and, we do this game. So game time is slated to be after 9 o'clock. Hope you guys are loving the background with Curry and Jason Tatum right there with NBA Finals 2022 on it for Game 6. Put a lot of work and thought into it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And we're going to have ourselves a good game tonight. Also, shout out to Alistair. He says, after tonight, I have Curry over KD. I don't know about that, and I think we cannot do this prisoner of the moment because they've been doing it to Steph Curry all series long, and I'm not about to do that just yet. People are going as far as saying Curry's over LeBron, and I'm not going to do that either because, again, LeBron is the better player. He's got more accolades. He's accomplished more. So to say that is, to me, that's kind of stretching it. Shout out to Karam over in the building as well. Shout out to Ryan. Appreciate that. So this is the big game tonight, man. Hopefully we get a nice little crowd. Is this the clincher tonight for Golden State? Because if they don't win tonight, Game 7 is on Father's Day. And we know what happened on Father's Day 6 years ago. It was the 3-1 comeback from Cleveland with Kyrie hitting the biggest shot in NBA history and Bron winning Finals MVP on their home floor in Oracle. Because the year prior, Golden State celebrated in Cleveland's home floor. Cleveland got to celebrate in Golden State's home floor at Oracle 6 years ago. So we'll see what happens tonight. But we got to talk about the keys for Boston, and we got to talk about the keys for Golden State in just a minute. But let's listen to the fellas and the Four Letter Network real first /ABC tonight.
Their dynasty, what? Official. 5 straight appearances, 3 championships in that period of time. Klay Thompson gets injured. He's out for 2 years, comes back. They're in their 6th finals. And
guys, make sure to hit that like button as you guys come in. Make sure to hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Once again, salutations and salute to everybody in the chat. We're going to have fun tonight.
Bob Myers as well. You take all of those things into consideration, it makes it official. Jalen, I say iconic. Bill Russell, 11 and 13 years. Michael Jordan, 6 and 8 years. The Lakers with Magic and Kareem, 5 and 9 years. They now join that conversation along with what we consider the Lord of the Rings in the NBA. I was not a math major. But 4-8-5, Magic, Spurs, Mikan, 4-8-6, Michael, 4 sure as hell, and all the things hanging in the rafters here, however many the Celtics have. I love the Warriors. I love everything they represent and do the context of today's basketball, it's millennial. We grade on the curve now. We're doing this in the NHL too, where 3 is going to be a dynasty for the Lightning. It's amazing, but it's not the Islanders. It's not Gretzky's Edmonton Oilers, Gretzky and Messier. It isn't. So I'm just, can we not grade on the curve all the time? I got to be the bad guy now. Well, I'll be in the bad guy. Well, I must admit, you ought to be in the bad guy. Because here's the reason why. Just because you're saying that about the Warriors, it takes nothing away from the Bulls. It takes nothing away from the Lakers. I agree. 6 appearances in 8 years, 4 championships out of 6. And the only 2 times they were absent from it was when injury ravaged them. I think that you put them in the conversation. I tell you, one of them was one of the add-ons. And again, I love them. You know how much I love going to see the Warriors the last, whatever it is, 7 years. Going back to when they lost.
Interesting question. I'm going to ask you guys, a Warrior win would make their dynasty what? That's the question in the comment section that I want you guys to answer. Stephen A says official. Jalen says iconic. Wilbon says millennial. What do you guys think?
Turnovers in the game 7 once. We didn't hold that against them. Got the 5. We didn't hold it against 12 years. That team that didn't win it was the team that won 73 games in the regular season. I would say validated because the first one there was some questions.
Validated, yeah, that's true.
The second 2 had Kevin Durant. That felt unfair, like a cheat code. This one I think would validate everything they have done. For the 3 you just mentioned, for Steph, for Clay, for Draymond. Why are you looking at me like that? Greenberg with the takes, with the hot takes. Hey, what the hell is this world coming to? It's not my first take. We're getting set. Game 6 is on the way here in Boston. Jaylen Brown, what will we see from him?
All right, Jaylen Brown warming up. He has 1,122 points combined with Tatum, most by a duo 25 or younger. Wow, NBA history. So nice little statistic for you for tonight's game. In the meantime, though, let me look at the comment section, see what we got. Karam says he's fully ready for the NBA draft. So am I. Karam says he thinks it's over tonight. Ryan says we have to have Golden State against the Nets in the finals to resolve this question. The question is it going to be too little too late? We're going to have to see how Brooklyn structures their team going into next year. And also, Kyrie and Kevin Durant's got to be healthy, and then Kyrie can't miss any time. We got to see what they put for a third start. Ryan says key for the Warriors, keep the players fresh in rotation for subbing. Always have 2 of the 3 splash fam out on the court. Have Wiggins get off early. Karam says seeing the Warriors without KD is better. Ryan says you flip-flopping Wilbon. I like this team overall than past Warrior years. Alistair says Warriors will be so deep next season. Karam says special. Alistair says who is your top 5 players in this draft? I haven't looked at the NBA draft as of yet. I have to really start scouting players. I'm going to be starting doing that soon by looking at some of these college draft videos. So then once I start doing that, I'll give more of a projection of who my top players are going to be coming into the draft. And then also the thing is as well, it's like because I didn't follow college basketball like that this season, it was kind of difficult. But I will be looking into the college pre-draft to see what I see from players for this upcoming draft. And then I'm going to pretty much get my analysis pretty soon in terms of teams that are going to be, drafting these players and what they can bring to the table, not only immediate, but what they can for the future. So going to be looking forward to that. But I agree with Mike Greenberg. I think that this championship will validate Golden State because remember, the first championship was, people thought that the Warriors won a fluke title and that LeBron didn't have his 2 of his best players with him, along with the fact that Matthew Dellavedova was the second best player. 2016, people felt that it was validated because LeBron came back and they kind of canceled each other now. But then when Kevin Durant joined, people felt that it wasn't fair because the next 2 titles were kind of pretty much guaranteed and the league knew who was going to win. The Warriors went to 3 straight finals in a row. Then Kevin Durant gets hurt in 2019 and then they lose to the Toronto Raptors. And the question is, would they have been able to three-peat? We would have never known. On top of that, you have Steph Curry missing most of the season with a broken hand. Klay missed 2 seasons of basketball and now 2+ seasons. And now, with the team that they have, the emergence of Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins has been just unbelievable for these guys. Nobody thought that he would play as well as he has and improve his efficiency. But you could tell that he's really proved people that he is a legitimate all-star now. And now, and the thing is, they're going to be deep once fully healthy next year. You got contributions from Gary Payton II and Bielitsa. You got Moses Moody. Kevon Looney has been an unsung hero in these playoffs. So I think with the fact that they've done it with their small ball lineup, and that's with Andre Iguodala really not playing like that, it just lets you know what this championship will do. It's going to validate them. It's going to validate them. Who you got? Is this a game 7 or are we closing it out?
Just because I opened this series,
Stephen A's got Boston.
The Warriors would beat them in 7. Okay. So I'm going to stick with my prediction. Okay. But I got
a lot of people have been saying that.
Boston's got to pull away. It can't be close because they won't win a close game. I don't think either one of these teams is good enough to beat the other one 3 straight times. I think they're just too close for that.
Boston wins tonight. I got the Warriors tonight. And even if the Warriors don't win tonight, I got them in game 7.
The team of my youth, and God knows it's been a long time ago, Grady, but that means an ensemble. It means
Stephen A got Boston. Wilson got Boston.
It means everybody pitches in and plays like
the app isn't working. I'm going to resend it to you.
Celtics as well, and here's the blueprint. You got to win the paint points. Each team has won this series, won a game in this series, won the paint points. You got to keep the turnovers down. They're 1-7 when they have 16 turnovers. And lastly, they missed 10 free throws in the previous game.
That's a lot of free throws. Hold on, G-Money. I'm gonna send you the link again.
We know who Grady going with. This for the 13th consecutive game, I'm taking the Celtics. We will see you at the half. Enjoy the action.
Oh, they clean sweeped it? All right.
Starts now.
All right.
Bring it back here. With my respect,
It's the finals. Man, we know it's his thing.
wrap it up with a win.
Want to win Miami is that's a series. Winning at all costs.
I just might have to shut you down. Bring it back here.
We understand what we needed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so game time is about to start. Steph Curry is right now talking, so they're just showing the preview for tonight's game between two teams. People have been going all over the place about who's cheating with what, who's cheating with who, and they just pretty much have said, I feel like it's not a lot, right? So if you have not hit the like button, make sure to hit that like button. We got 5 people watching. Hopefully we can get more people in here. Also, man, hit that like button, man. Let's continue to get more likes. You know, helps with the YouTube algorithm, obviously helps with the channel, and definitely appreciate, again, everybody who's been watching my short videos. I've been listening to some YouTube content creators in terms of where this championship will put with Steph, and they were talking about, obviously, you know who, LeBron James, and I stumbled upon a video that was talking about saying that LeBron, what was it? What was I thinking about? Oh, that's right, that LeBron went up against dynasties in San Antonio, Golden State. Well, I got something to debunk that in the future, so I'll be doing that. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mr. Shaking and Bacon himself, the Notorious G Money, welcome in the building. Welcome to the show.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up? What's up?
What's cracking, slacking? Man, can't wait for this spicy, potentially final hurrah of the season tonight.
So, you got Boston winning tonight, and what's your reason that Boston is going to tie this series and force a Game 7 on Father's Day in Golden State?
Here's reasons why. 1, Golden State's 4-5 on the road in the playoffs. They're 0-3 in closeout road playoff games. 2, I think Tatum and Brown are due for a monster game tonight together. 3, the NBA, you have to consider this. The NBA is a business. Expect some bad calls against Golden State tonight. Expect Steph Curry to be in foul trouble. Expect Klay Thompson to be in foul trouble. Expect Draymond Green to be in foul trouble. And I just think final home game of the season in Boston, I don't see the Celtics going out like that. I have a feeling that Boston's going to give everything they can tonight. I think Boston wins by bold prediction. I think they win by double digits tonight. I'm not saying they'll blow out the Warriors. I'm not saying that. But my X factor tonight, Derek White. I think Derek White's will have a good game tonight. So I got the Celtics tonight. I think they force a Game 7.
Okay. The reason I'm picking the Warriors is because I think with the fact that Steph Curry had a bad game in Game 5 and they were still able to win, with the fact that, and I know that Poole and Klay they've been inconsistent throughout this series, but they did help Steph Curry hit some big shots in Game 5 late in that third quarter. And Andrew Wiggins has been balling the last 2, especially with the rebounding. The Celtics have got to control the boards. That's because it's crazy that the Warriors have been they've been out rebounding every single team series wise, like throughout the series. in the postseason, despite the fact that the Warriors play small ball. They don't really have size. If you take out James Wiseman, because Kevon Looney's really their tallest player, when it comes to their bigs. But also at the same time, I want to see how Boston defends the split action of Golden State, because what you don't want from Boston is that their bigs to be out on the perimeter, because it's going to open. Because even if Draymond Green is not shooting the ball well, the last thing you want to see is with the ball with Golden State split action creating cross matches, you get switches to where the bigs are going to get spacing to be able to drive to the basket, and then they get open. Because what's going to happen is those bigs are going to be out on a island, and then it eliminates the chance from Boston getting second chance opportunities. So that's what I don't want to see. They got to figure out that split action. And you're right. Tatum and Brown are due for a big game, and they need to bring it tonight. I think Al Horford needs to be there, though, because he hasn't been here all series. And to me, Boston needs to attack the basket. Do not settle for the point shot, because
use your size.
They need to use their size to their advantage. They got guys in the post and the mismatch. Take advantage. Like, don't settle for the 3-point shot. Don't force any bad shots, because the thing is, Boston got hot. When they missed their first 11 threes in Game 5, and then they made about 8 or 9 in a row. But then after that, they went ice cold again. So the thing is, they're a streaky 3-point shooting team. I don't look at Boston as a great 3-point shooting team.
True.
They get hot, and when they get hot, they're very difficult to beat when they get hot. But to me, they got to get their threes on good threes, and I feel like they need to get the ball in transition a little bit.
I agree. That getting a fast break,
Get the Warriors in the open court. And the biggest key, though, Boston has lost 7 out of 8 games this postseason when they've turned the ball over 16 times or more. If you keep it under 16, you got a chance to beat Golden State. Takes away the possession from Golden State. So they have to prevent the turnovers. Shout out to Anthony L. Shout out to Anthony L. Sorry, G Money, didn't mean to cut you off. Appreciate that. He says, everyone hit the like and subscribe to the best sports show on YouTube, Louis Sports Network. Definitely appreciate that. Once again, I'm here with the Notorious G Money, who will be calling the game between the Celtics and the Warriors in Game 6. G Money, do you have the game up? Are you able to see the game where you could call it?
Yeah, I have the game up. I have it right now. My buff streams. Yeah, I'm seeing the game right now.
All right, cool. All right, I'm just making sure so that you got it.
Right. And to add to your point too, what Boston also has to work on, they also have to work on their fourth quarters. They got to, like you said, limit turnovers. And what Boston has to work on, their closeouts. I'm not seeing them close out. They're getting killed on drives, pick and rolls, pick and pops. They need something from Marcus Smart. Yeah, he gave you 20 Game 5, but I didn't think he played smart in Game 5, getting to flopping too much, getting to the referees. And Udoka needs to make proper rotations. Give Daniel Tice some minutes so he can help you rebound the ball. Payne Pritchard, look, I know Pritchard can shoot the ball, but Pritchard hasn't given you much. You give Aaron Neesmith some minutes. Like, utilize your bench a little bit,
In terms of Boston for Marcus Smart, my issue with Marcus Smart is that he needs to bring his leadership. And the only way that he's really going to do that is that he cannot lose control of his temper, because they need him on the court. On top of that, Marcus Smart needs to set a defensive tone, but without flopping and trying to get foul calls. I mean, there was a point in Game 5 where he was holding both Curry and Jordan Poole at the same time, grabbing their arms when he was trying to set a screen, I think, to get Tatum open for a 3. So to me, if Marcus Smart does a little bit of that, just focuses on playing basketball. And my thing is, you're 6'4", 220 pounds. You have a strong body. But the thing is, this is what Boston is going to have to address in the offseason. They really need to get a point guard. They really do need to get a point guard. Like, they really do need to get a playmaker. Like, I just see it. And Udoka, to me, if he loses this series, he was I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's going to be that Steve Kerr outcoached him. If you look at some of Steve Kerr's rotations, he's actually pushed some right buttons in this series. And Udoka, to me, is going to be showing a little more inexperience, because now, to me, Boston's going to have to run a real system. They're going to need a real playmaker, because I see that they settle for the 3 too much. Now, it's not all Udoka's fault, because the players have to go out and play. But the thing is, again, what they need to establish is they need to establish inside play. Get the Golden State Warrior bigs in foul trouble, because Kevon Looney was able to get in foul trouble, and he had 3 fouls, and he missed the entire second quarter. So you do the same thing, get Draymond, find a way to get Draymond out of the game. And, if you're able to do that, You have a chance. You have a chance to win.
Right.
But Tatum and Brown have to attack the basket. Don't let the Warriors force you to your left, because if that happens, they don't have a shot. They don't have a shot. It's going to be a long night for them. It's going
I
to be a
agree.
long.
I agree. And also Al Horford, I understand he can shoot the three, but Al Horford needs to bang in the low block, though. Bang in the post, man. He did that in Atlanta sometimes. He did that in Atlanta. So bang in the post. And also, I'm seeing Boston miss some backdoor cuts. Remember game 4, man? There's times Marcus Smart holding the ball. Hey, I'm under the rim. There's times some guys are under the paint. You see Brown shooting threes, Horford shooting threes. It's just ridiculous. Like, go to the basket under the hoop. Yes, I know the Warriors are one of the best teams at rotating. But if you want to beat Golden State, you got to beat them in the inside. Don't, like you said, don't just shoot the three. Get to the free throw line. Get to the line. And they got to hit free throws too. Remember, they missed 10 free throws in game 5. If they can hit their free throws, limit turnovers, slow the game down, get into transition, and try to contain the role players, they should be good tonight. And they got to feed off the crowd. They're at TD Garden for the last time. Feed off the crowd tonight if you're with the Celtics.
Yeah, and here's the thing why the Warriors they need to get this done tonight, because the reason being is that if they get blown out in Boston, I'm not saying that might happen, but it is a possibility as well. So we can't just sit here, because it's like one or two things happen. Well, 3 things might happen. Well, I should say 4. The Warriors blow out Boston, or the Warriors win a close game, or Boston wins a close game, or Boston blows the Warriors out. So one of those 4 things can happen. And I think Michael Wilbon was saying it best. I said neither of those teams are really good at beating each other 3 games in a row. So the first time in this series, well, actually, for both teams have won 2 games in a row, because Celtics did it in games. Actually, no, that's not true.
No, the Warriors did it twice, games 4 and 5.
Games 4 and 5, yeah, no, because I know the Warriors did it, but I thought Boston did it, but I forgot that the Warriors won game 2. So that's why I think it's important that if you're the Warriors, I mean, quite honestly, it's bad. It's bad either way, because a loss is a loss. But they're going to have a lot of pressure in Game 7, because knowing that it's Father's Day, knowing about what's at stake, you may be at home. But again, the Boston Celtics, they're even if they lose this series, if they do, their young core has more of an opportunity to get back here next year, because it's going to be, you had a successful season, even though a lot of people are hoping that Boston Celtics Nation is hoping that the Celtics win this game tonight and force a Game 7. And this is the last game at TD North Garden. The last thing you want to see is the opposing team celebrate on your home floor to end the season.
For the second time ever in TD Garden, because the Lakers did that in '85.
Well, remember, that was the Boston Garden at that time. So this is the TD Garden. So, but I see what you're saying. It would be a second time in the – well, Boston also is 3-0 when facing elimination in this postseason. So, actually, yeah, in this postseason, because they were down 3-2 to the Bucks. So they have an opportunity, and they won Game 7 on the road against Miami. So this is another opportunity. This will be crazy for the Celtics too, because they've done some good things in this postseason.
Right.
Marcus Smart has actually – he's shot the ball pretty well, actually. 45 from the field, 41 from 3, giving you 17. But let's see what happens in this game. I'm really interested. All right, so I'm going to give out the starting lineups real quick, and then G Money is going to call the game. So here's your Taco Bell starting lineups for the Golden State Warriors. In the backcourt, we got Curry, Klay Thompson. At the front, in the front court, we got Wiggins, Otto Porter Jr., and Draymond Green. Otto Porter is in for the shooting, obviously for Golden State, to give it more shooting and spacing. For the Boston Celtics, we got Robert Williams III at center, Jaylen Brown at the at the guard position, Jason Tatum at forward, Marcus Smart at the point guard spot, and Al Horford as your power forward. All right, this game is presented by YouTube TV. Guys are at center court, and when G Money is ready, you guys can take it away and listen to the commentary by the notorious one, G Money.
So and away we go here in Beantown. C's trying to force a Game 7. Here's Al Horford in the post, can't squeeze it in, but Big Al aggressive early, and we get 2 strikes to the line. Boston came off a tough loss in Game 5, losing 104-94. The Celtics were down as much as a Sweet 16, 24-8. Kobe-esque. Weird, huh? Stormed back, led by 5 in the third quarter, but Andrew Wiggins was a star of the show with 26 and 13. Boston got outscored by Golden State 29-20 in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors win 104-94. Al Horford cans the first freebie. Celtics draw first blood 1-0. This is the last home game of the season for the Green Leprechauns from Boston. The Celtics trying to force a Game 7, which will be back at Dub Nation at the Chase Center in Golden State. Father's Day, Sunday night, which will be on ABC, by the way. Al Horford knocks down 2 free throws, and the C's up 2-zip. Chef Curry with the rock. Marcus Smart right on his grill. Here's Andrew Wiggins, who has been electrifying. He's Curry. Just saw to Dre. Dre with the floater and puts it up and in. Draymond Green with a nice floater, and we're tied up at 2. 11:26 in the first quarter. We're even Steven at 2. Marcus Smart trying to run plays. Bounce pass to Jason Tatum. JT needs to be the star of the show tonight for the C's. Here's Marcus Smart in the low post. He's Smart in the paint. He's Smart, throws up the floater. That won't go. Rebound by Draymond Green. Draymond pushing. He's Jay pushing a little bit. Jaylen Brown back to Porter, 3-ball, and that throws up a clunker. Rebound by Jason Tatum. Here's JB. Jaylen Brown trying to accelerate mid-range, cash money to bank for JB Jaylen Brown. Can this be the night that he can light up the world? We'll find out. Here's Jason Tatum on Draymond Green's grill. Here's Andrew Wiggins and a turnover. Here's Jason Tatum pushing the pace. JT slickety, wickety can't score. Deflected out. Last touch by Andrew Wiggins. And the C's will get it back. In Game 4, last time the C's were at home, it was a sight for sore eyes. Boston led 91-86 in the fourth quarter, but Golden State went on a rampage. 21-6 burst by Golden State to win by 10. Steph Curry killed them with 43 points. Here's Marcus Smart on the drive. He's Smart, throws up the floater, and a beautiful teardrop for Marcus Smart, and Boston's up 62. 10-18 to go in the first quarter in TD Garden. Here's Andrew Wiggins with the rock, hands off. Here's A. Wiggy, dancing, prancing, step back, throws up a clunker, rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston's defense clamped up so far. Here's JB, back to Marcus Smart. Smart in the low block. Here's Smart, back to Brown. Brown for 3, bang! Jaylen Brown cans the long gun, and the Celtics coming up with gusto, up 9-2. 9:46 to go. Boston coming out with fire, though. Marcus Smart run on Steph Curry's grill. Draymond Green trying to set the screen. Almost a turnover, and it is. Al Horford with the steal. Here's Smart. Marcus Smart on the drive. Back to Tatum. Tatum faking a long gun. Here's JT. Back to Smart. Smart. Back to Tatum. Tatum 3-pointer. Boom shakalaka. Jason Tatum cans to 3. And guess what? The Leprechauns find the pot under the rainbow. A 12-2 run by the C's. 9:25 in the first. Boston trying to force a dude to the death. Game 7. Marcus Smart explaining the mismatch. Jaylen Brown coming out with fire. A big 3 there. And then JT says, let me have my dinner. And then cans to 3 at the other end. You're watching the NBA on ABC, home of the NBA Finals. C's up 12-2. 9:25 to go, the first.
All right, real quick, let me go to Anthony L. Shout out to him. He says Boston needs to cut down on the careless turnovers and take advantage of the height advantage when Gary Payton II is on the floor. Stop settling for threes. But the one thing I really liked that I saw right there was when Jason Tatum got the ball on that fast break after forcing the turnover, he didn't quickly shoot the 3. He faked, he drove left to the middle, picked it out to Marcus Smart, and then he relocated to the 3-point line to get open on the look. That was good movement. And I said Boston can actually get good shots like that if their best players move without the ball. And Klay Thompson was really dumb. He didn't need to go and double Marcus Smart because Jaylen Brown right open. That's your assignment. You can't mess up on it. That's just really simple. But at the same time, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I want to add to your point. What I love what Marcus Smart is doing, he's backing up Curry in the post, bringing a double team, kicking out the guys. That's what I've seen.
That's what the Celtics should have did at the start of Game 5 because they could have had. If they would have did that, they can actually wear the Warriors defense down. So my thing is that when Marcus Smart needs to use his body, his upper body strength on Curry, and Curry is actually sturdy himself in terms of he's not as scrawny as it used to be a few years ago. He's actually packed on some weight, and you could tell that he's stronger than what he was 6 years ago. But still, Marcus Smart has more weight, so you could back Curry down and force. There was no need for Klay to go forcing the help because you were going to leave Jaylen Brown wide open. because the last thing you want to do is get Tatum and Brown going at the same time. They have not been able to go off at the same time. They've been able to kind of really rely on their defense, and one of their guys have been able to go off this entire postseason. They haven't had it go off at the same time. But I also expected Boston to get off to this good start, and they needed to. The question is that can they do this for 48 minutes? And it's early. It's early, but so far it's a great start, 12-2. But again, beware. I wanted to check something on you, G Money, that you made a point, and it made me think. Boston has been the masters of the fourth quarter, and the Golden State Warriors have been the masters of the third quarter in terms of their blitz for the most part in the postseason. And Game 5 was actually the reverse. Boston had the great
Game 4 too. And Game 4 too.
And Game 4, Boston had the great third quarter, but the Warriors had the better fourth quarter. So I'm wondering which way is it going to be, and I'm hoping that if the game is close, I'm a little concerned with Boston with the fourth quarter if they get off and get like gangbusters in the second half and the third. Because I think if the Warriors go off like gangbusters in the third, I think the Celtics will probably go off in the fourth. That's just kind of the way I see it.
Probably. And to add to your point, right, here's why I'm picking Boston to win. I think they're going to get the calls. Again, I'm not saying it's rigged, but I just think that at home, you have to understand this, Lou. The league wants to extend this series. So at home, they're going to get more calls. So if you're Boston, like I said before, use your size, your length, your versatility. You keep doing that, you bring this to a game 7. And if they bring this to a game 7, to nugget for you, a McNugget. Did you know that Boston's won 8 road games these playoffs, Lou? Did you know that Boston won 7 on the road? So if you don't want to deal with that type of pressure because anything can happen in game 7. So Draymond Green inbounding to Chef Curry, Marcus Smart on his grill, Andrew Wiggins sending the screen. He's Curry. He's game 6 Clay for 3. Won't go. Boston's defense locked down early. Marcus Smart running the offense early. Boston coming up to a great start, 4-6 from the field. Ice cold early, 1 of 4. Here's Smart. Whoopsie daisy. Steph Curry with the foul. Keep that in mind, though. So keep that in mind. 8:58 to go in the first quarter. Celtics on a 10-0 burst to start. And that's just a silly foul of your Steph, though. That's just a bad foul. Pushing up Marcus Smart like that. That's kind of a bad foul.
Yeah, there was a push. Yeah, but Marcus Smart also with the selling job, too. So it was a little bit of both.
Good point. And another selling job when Marcus Smart fought like a salmon, and now Klay Thompson's in foul trouble.
See? So I knew this was going to happen. I'm not surprised.
Same here, man. That's what I was trying to tell people. Same here.
Like, he's already talking. See, Klay Thompson didn't even hit him that hard, and Marcus Smart felt like he just ran him over like a truck. I knew that was going to happen. See, Chris even said it. He's mouthing off. He said that's 2 back-to-back on the call.
Back-to-back fouls, man.
I smell another foul.
Probably. Let's see. Marcus Smart in the paint. Here's JB faking almost a turnover, and it is. And JT wraps Steph Curry, so a foul there. Boston, that's what killed them in game 5, 18 giveaways. So if the Seeds want to shift this back to San Fran, they got to make sure they don't have Butterfingers. Nice deflection by Andrew Wiggins and Steph Curry with the steal right there. So let's see if Golden State can try to get some transition buckets right here and try to get some pin downs right here. So let's see. Derek White on Steph Curry. Looney sending the screen. Here's Curry on the drive. Here's Derek White on his grill. Here's Curry, almost loses the ball. He can't pick it back up. Here's Draymond Green, almost loses the ball, gets it right back. Here's Klay Thompson, puts it up back to Curry. Derek White on his grill. Here's Curry on the drive, puts it up, can't put it in. Kevon Looney on the offensive glass. Here's Draymond Green faking a 3-ball. Here's Klay, mid-range, rims out, rebounded by Big Al. So far, what I love about what Boston is doing is just physical, their perimeter defense has been on point to this point. Here's JT jab stepping, wiggling, jiggling. JT step back, Bobby Jack. Jason Tatum coming out with hair on fire. Ball it too early. Here's Kevon Looney with the rock. Kevon Looney nowhere to go. Here's Andrew Wiggins. He puts up a three, puts it in. Andrew Wiggins knocks down a three ball, and the Dubs within 14-5. Marcus Smart pushing the pace. The Warriors needed that, by the way. Marcus Smart pushing the pace. Here's Kevon Looney on him. Here's JB. He puts up a three. That won't go. Kevon Looney with the rebound. Klay Thompson gets it. 7:26 to go. Golden State down by 9. Trying to withstand the run of the Celtics. Here's Klay Thompson, mid-range, and that goes in. Klay Thompson rat-tats in the jump shot, and the C's leads cut to 7. 14-7. The last time we got a series going to 7 games was back in 2016 when Cleveland knocked off Golden State 7. Here's JT, the spin, the wiggle, the jiggle. Here's Jaylen Brown, the spinorama, the boogie, the shimmy, the Houdini, and he screws it up. Rebounded by Andrew Wiggins. Here's Andrew Wiggins with the rebound. Back to Looney. Here's Klay Thompson. Puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound by Al Horford. Al Horford active early on the glass, though. Here's Big Al pushing the ball like he's a point guard. He's Big Al backing in the block. Big Al backing, throws it up. No shot here. 6:35 to go in the first quarter. Celtics coming out. Guns blazing, coming out with fire early, trying to shift this back to Dub Nation for Game 7, which, by the way, will be the third Game 7 this playoff run for Boston if they were to take care of business tonight. Let's see. Tatum with the rock. Looney, this is a mismatch. Jason Tatum puts up a three. That spins out. Rebound by Klay Thompson. Here's Kevon Looney screen. Here's Klay Thompson on the drive. Here's Thompson. Dre, three. He has been colder than the Arctic. So Andrew Wiggins races down the ball. Andrew Wiggins trying to push the pace. Here's Wiggins trying to dance with the stars. Here's Wiggins. He's in a quagmire, and Marcus Smart took his cookies. Here's Derek White on the drive, slicing, dicing, and scooping it in. C's up 16-7. Beautiful defense to offense by the C's early. Boston 7 points of Golden State's turnovers early. Here's Draymond Green at the right wing. Back to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson pumps up a three. He has been smooth. Klay Thompson cans it in, and the Warriors on an 8-2 run. They're within 16-10. Celtics. 5:28 to go in the first quarter. Here's Jason Tatum dancing, prancing, and he screws the push there. And if you're the Celtics, you don't want to start getting fancy now, because remember, we were up 14-2 because you were sharing the ball, exploiting mismatches, but now you're starting to get a little bit too careless, though. Ooh, nah, that's off Tatum. Let's be honest, that's off Tatum. So 5:26 to go. Yeah.
I thought that went off of Andrew. That looked like that went off of Andrew Wiggins' foot.
You think so? Because I think that hit up Tatum's fingertips, I think.
It looked like it went off his foot.
Right. And Curry breaks the free ball, and JB corrals the rebound. 5:06 in the first quarter. Golden State ice cold early, 2-7 from 3. Ball 2-4 from 3. Here's Marcus Smart on the drive. Here's Smart. Back to Derek White. The right, the spinorama. The lob. Time Lord can't put it in. But again, another foul on Golden State. And I think that's on Gary Payton, though. So Time Lord would get two shots. So, that's on Kevon Looney. Excuse me. But that's kind of a that's kind of a so-so call right there. So Time Lord Robert Williams, who has been big time for the Celtics, one of the best rim protectors in the league, he knocks down the first free throw, sees up a touchdown, 17-10. On Sunday, you have potentially the C's win tonight. You have the Green Leprechauns from Boston going to Dub Nation for Due to the Death Game 7. Then before that, you got the Seattle Storm and the New York Liberty. And then next Thursday, you got the NBA Draft on ABC/ESPN in Brooklyn. Can't wait for that. Here's Time Lord. Splash catches 2 free throws, and the Celtics up 18-10. So far, a good start for Boston. Golden State's in foul trouble. 2 fouls on Kevon Looney, 2 fouls on Game 6 Klay. Let's see. Looney on the handoff to Curry. Curry in the mid range, back to Poole, Poole back to Payne back to Chef Curry. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Time Lord on Curry. He's Curry under drive, throws it up, and squeezes it in. Steph Curry exploiting the mismatch, and Warriors within a 6. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Marcus Smart pushes off, and an offensive foul on Marcus Smart, just bulldozing the chef from his kitchen. And 4:20 in the first quarter. Despite the fact that Golden State's been thoroughly outplayed, they're extending the tide a little bit, just a little bit though. So Steph Curry is on the drive, exploiting the mismatch on Time Lord. And speaking of Time Lord, he screws the push with fouling Kevon Looney. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Celtics up 18-12. The Boston Celtics trying to win their 18th ring, 18th chip, which would be the most in NBA history. They're tied with the Lakers at 17. The Lakers won their 17th chip back in 2020. Derek White almost had the steal, but Steph Curry gets it right back. He's Curry back to Poole. Poole figuring a long gun. He's Jordan Poole on the drive. Jordan Poole throws it up, and the bank is open on Thursday nights for Jordan Poole. And guess what? Golden State sliced the lead to 4, 18-14, a 12-4 run by the Dubs, though. So let's see. Marcus Smart on the left wing, trying to direct offense back to Time Lord. Time Lord back to Payne Pritchard. Payne Pritchard, step back 3, throws up a clunker, offensive rebound. Payne Pritchard has to give him something. He was 0-3 last game. He's Payne Pritchard, back to JB Brown, mid-range, splash cash. Jaylen Brown has coming out super hot. 7 points early, coming out aggressive. He does not want the season to end too early, though. Here's Steph Curry loses the rock. Here's Marcus Smart on the steal. Here's Derek White on the push. Here's Derek White on the drive, the slide, the rejection. Gary Payne gets it. He's GP2 to the cup, hacked and whacked, and the fouls on Marcus Smart. And 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Now Golden State's not starting to put their heads down and now starting to get to the go. So GP2, Gary Payne will look to get 2 shots at the free throw stripe, though. But Derek White just lost the rock. He just lost the rock right there, though. He just lost the rock. Marcus Smart's trying to join an offensive foul, and I don't know about that type of call, but Gary Payne cans the first free throw. 3:06 in the first quarter. Golden State within 5.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? That last foul I don't think was much on Marcus Smart. But I think they're going to try to make it fair in the fact that those phantom calls that Curry and Clay got a few possessions ago earlier in the first quarter is going to kind of make up for it. So now Marcus Smart has got 2 fouls, and that's important to know as well. So keep an eye on that.
Right. And on the floor is Tatum, Brown, White, Pritchard, and Robert Williams. So let's see. Warriors within 4. Here's Jason Tatum at the free throw line jump shot and knocks it down. JT has coming out warm early. Celtics up 22-16. JT also has 7 points, matching JB. 2:40 in the first quarter. Golden State down by 6, have not led for a single second yet. Here's Gary Payne. He'll pump up a 3 and throws up a clunker. Gary Payne, offensive rebound, sticks with it and puts it up and in. Gary Payton, so far, giving Golden State very good minutes early.
If you're Boston, you can't let that. Sorry, G Money. If you're Boston, you can't let that happen. No, on his own miss, no, can't happen.
Right. You can't let that happen. He's kind of small. And Jaylen Brown just threw just a silly pass to the invisible man, and that would be a backcourt violation. So,
why would you pass that on a double team like that, spinning it wild crazy? Like, you need to keep your composure and maintain on your feet. Like, that's just Jaylen Brown can't. No, that's on you, bro. That's just a bad pass on a double like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody picks up Gary Payton the second off that offensive rebound. You can't just be ball watching, man. You gotta come and go after it. You gotta know where your man is.
Right. And that's what's been killing Boston at times. They've been being killed in the offensive glass, by the way. And like you said, ball watching. And a problem with Boston too, man. This team gives up too much of the middle and the back door. Do you notice that, man? They got to work on that, man.
Yeah. Once again, shout out to Nets World. Thank you for coming through the stream as well. And I gave a salute already, like right there from my phone. But once again, salute to Nets World as well. So definitely appreciate you coming on through. Yeah, so right now we got 2:09 remaining in the first quarter. Boston with looks like we're back already, I think. Probably in the short, because it looks like it's right now it's a 4-point lead for uh, Boston, up 22-18 on the Golden State Warriors. So right now, despite, as G Money mentioned, despite Golden State being outplayed, right now it's only a 4-point game. So that's a little it's early, but that's a little dangerous if you're Boston, because I don't know. From what I've seen in this series, I feel like Golden State to me has done better winning a close game than Boston has. Because if you look at Boston's wins, they won by 16 in game 3, and they won by 12 in game 1. Whereas Golden State, they won a close game even though it was a 10-point game in game 4, and then they won
19 in game 2 and 10 in game 5.
So they had back-to-back 10-point wins in games 4 and 5, and then they won by 19 in game 2. So, but games 4 and 5 were much more closer than people get. Actually, game 1 was actually pretty close too. It's just Boston pulled away in the fourth quarter. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Outscoring the 40-16 that fourth, and also the catalyst is that Boston hit 9 threes really because they did a good job in that fourth quarter. Their swing passing, really the back door. And I think JB had 10 points in the fourth quarter because he was going to the basket, and Al Horford was the main catalyst too, and Derek White.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, man, if you're the Celtics, you got to be careful because when they were up by 14-2, they were going to the basket. Marcus Smart was banging in the post on Steph with the kick out. Now I'm seeing them turn over the ball a little bit. And like you said, you can't get out rebounded by Gary Payton, though. For the Warriors, what I love what Golden State's doing, they're not going for the home run plays, though. They did early, but now I'm seeing them use their quickness and speed to get to the line, to get the offensive rebound. And Kevon Looney and Gary Payton have brought a big impact early.
I feel like Golden State did that by design to see if they were going to knock down shots, and then when they saw that they weren't knocking down shots, and then Boston was able to get them off their turnovers or off of missed shots or just bad turnovers, Boston was able to get it on transition. But my concern with Boston is that they have to keep this up, because if they don't and they just let the Warriors hang around, they're not going to win this game. So what they need to do is they need to keep the foot on their necks. So at the very least, that if the Warriors start to make a small of a comeback, they are able to kind of withstand it. You don't want this game to be too close, because despite the fact that I've never really trusted Golden State in close games like that throughout their championship run, I've actually got more faith in them than I do Boston, just because Boston, despite the fact that they've been in game 7s and they've been in close games, again, this is the one team that's been different from the other teams that they played. All right, back to live action.
Right. Well, Gary Payton screwed the push with the layup, and that was rebounded by Grant Williams. So far, both teams carried the ball 4 turnovers for the backdoor cut by JT. Here's Payne Pritchard back to Jason Tatum. Here's Tatum. He'll put up a 3, and that rims out. Rebound by Jordan Poole. Here's Draymond Green on the push. Here's Draymond Curry at the left corner, but that's a hack and whack. And that's another thing too. Boston has to fix foul trouble, because that's what's killing the Celtics in the series, foul trouble. So foul on Grant Williams, though. Steph Curry was trying to go to the back door, but that didn't work. So Jordan Poole inbounding. Both teams in the bonus, though. Gary Payton tries to send a screen. Here's Steph Curry on the drive. Draymond Green, can he finally hit a 3? Hallelujah! His first 3-pointer of the series, though. And the Warriors within a single point, though. After missing his first 10, though. Here's JT in the paint. Yeah?
That's not a good sign. If he's knocking that down.
It's not. And speaking of not a good sign, Derek White break the 3. Here's Golden State on the drive. Here's Gary Payton. Back to Steph. Steph, 3, bang! Steph Curry cans the 3. And guess what, ladies and gents? Golden State leapfrogs into the lead for the first time of Game 6, 24-22.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. the fact that he hit his three this early, remember, he didn't hit a single three in game 5 that snapped that 3-point streak. So the fact that he's got one now, that's a problem.
It is huge problem. Here's Derek White on the drive, can't squeeze in. Time Lord can't put it back up. Offensive board, nope. Rebounded by Gary Payne. Here's Jordan Poole on drive. Poole will put up a three, and the bank is open. So far, Golden State line up the world from downtown. 11-0 burst by the Dubs. 18 seconds to go. Celtics down by 5 after leading by a baker's dozen. Derek White trying to set the screen. Here's White on the drive. White back to Pritchard. Pritchard, he'll put up a three, and that's no good. Here's Gary Payne on the offensive glass. Payne throws up a three. No siree. And that's doing at the first. After a disastrous first quarter to start, Golden State goes on a 25-8 burst to end the first. After one, Dubs up 27-22 after one. You're watching the NBA on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
As G-Money just mentioned, Golden State finishes on an 11-0 run, 25-8 after being down 14-2. And you couldn't have asked for a worser thing to happen for the Boston Celtics. Now, the game is not over. It's just one quarter. But the fact that the Warriors came back on an 11-0 and take a 5-point lead, Boston's going to have to earn this win, and you're going to have to see it. So now Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, and Grant Williams, since we haven't even mentioned him, these guys need to step up now. But I'm wondering how Udoka is going to do with this rotation. I really wonder right now. And I just hope that he doesn't do a 7-man rotation, because I just feel that if Tatum and Brown get tired, they're not going to have enough gas by the end of the game, unless if they go all out. So they're gonna have to be hot.
Right. They got to hit shots, and they got to go to the basket. And what's killing Boston, too, is that they've been careless down the stretch, throwing some weird cross-court passes. They're allowing Golden State to get easy, free-flowing offense. And the Warriors have done a good job with their off-ball movement. They're cutting to the basket. And like I said, they had to take TD Garden all that. Shut up, TD Garden. They were down 14-2. They easily could have folded the tank and say, all right, we'll see you in game 7. But hey, so far they calmed down, they played their game, and thus they have the lead. And if you're the Celtics, they got to get in the transition, man. They got to get in the transition. And like you said, Lou, they got to earn this win. Last home game of the season for the Celtics. You don't want Golden State to celebrate in your building. So if you're Boston, you might not even be here in the future, though. I understand they're young, but remember, some teams never get back here. The 99 Knicks never got back. The 95 Magic never got back. The 2012 Thunder never got back. So if you're Boston, why not win now? Because the Heat will get better, the Sixers will get better, the Nets will get better, the Bucks will get better. So why not win now and be the Celtics?
Well, the 95 Magic did go back. They went back in 2009 with Dwight Howard.
Oh, yeah, 2009, my fault.
Yeah, they just haven't been back since that time. But you're right. The Dallas Mavericks haven't been back since 2011. So a lot of this stuff is, these are opportunities that, you don't get an opportunity. So you can't waste these opportunities because you never know when you're going to get back. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, it's important that hopefully, my only question is, it's the mindset now. If you lose a series, are you still going to be hungry, to come back and want to win that championship? We see what's happened to a guy like Anthony Davis. LeBron has come out and said that don't get it twisted. You're going to see that AD is the guy that, what he was back in 2020. And I'm upset at LeBron for that, because why haven't you defended him these last 2 seasons? You want to come out now and say that, oh, Anthony Davis is going to show you why he is what he is. And people are like, oh, that's good leadership. I said, no, that's LeBron just, again, doing his little narrative thing to make sure that it's making it seem like – and my thing is, if LeBron is a great leader, how come he hasn't held AD accountable? Now with AD, that's on AD. AD needs to get on his, what, and commit himself. But I feel like he's not committed. And it's like, if he is – and here's another thing too. LeBron and KD's legacies, in a way, well, more so KD's than LeBron's. But my point is that if Steph Curry wins tonight, this is going to do something to both players. It's going to do something to both players, because now the rumor is possibly LeBron might want to go to Golden State. And I also heard that Kerry Champion has come out and said that LeBron had wanted DeMar DeRozan instead of Russell Westbrook. But we'll deal with that in the future. In the meantime, second quarter action.
Let's see. Draymond Green was trying to get out the wicket and hit JT and the Schnazola, but the fouls on Jason Tatum for some reason. 11:44 in the second quarter. Boston's down by a hand early. Ooh, Draymond Green needs to be careful. That could have been like a flagrant foul. It could have been anything worse though. That's another thing too we have to keep an eye on. Draymond Green has to watch out for those type of stuff though. Can't do something crazy. Here's Andrew Wiggins on the drive, and that's deflected. Here's Jordan Poole for three, and bangs the three. Jordan Poole finds a loose change, puts it in, and the Dubs up 8-14 on run by Golden State, 28-8. Yeah, I know. 28-8 if you want to extend things, though. Here's Derek White on the drive, puts it up, can't put it in. Boston's just collapsing at this point. Here's Klay Thompson on the drive. Here's Andrew Wiggins puts up a Houdini and squeezes it in, and a 22-point turnaround. Golden State up by 10, 11-10 in the second quarter. Warriors on a 16-0 sprint. Gold-blooded. Andrew Wiggins puts it up in it. Jordan Poole finds the loose change and knocks it down. Sees down by 10. Klay Thompson on the push, and Andrew Wiggins squeezes it in. Golden State up by 10, though. So far, Boston's stuck in the Bermuda Triangle, and Golden State living large.
Is it going on commercial? Yeah, it's going on commercial break.
Commercial break, yep.
You know, this was also another fear that we don't talk about neither. This is Game 6 after all, and we know about Game 6 Klay. He's been okay. But now Wiggins and Poole are going off, and that's not a good sign if you're the Boston Celtics. Jordan Poole struggled for most of this postseason. He's been okay. He hasn't been great. And he kind of found himself a little bit in Game 5. And now Jordan Poole has got what? 8 points, 9 points?
Let me see. Jordan Poole hit 2 threes. Let me see. I know he hit a banker. Jordan Poole right now has 8 points. 8 points.
And Andrew Wiggins is playing well too.
5 points. His driving's, he's been droving.
This isn't good, and this is why I said Boston needs to wake up.
Yes, Angelica. Yes.
In the meantime, while G Money takes care of that, we are on commercial break. Golden State up by 10 now, so they have a 10-point lead. Remember, Boston got off to a 14-2 start. Since then, a 30-10 run by Golden State. 30-10. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 30-8 run by Golden State. And now they find themselves up by 10.
Yep.
So
yeah, 30-8. And what I love about what Golden State's doing, they're starting to get into the break. You saw Klay Thompson with a beautiful bounce pass at the left, to Andrew Wiggins with a beautiful layup. Boston has to respond quick. And this happened so quickly. That's what's scary if you're the Celtics, though. This happened so quickly. When we're up by 12, you would have thought, oh, Boston's going to dominate. But the Celtics, man, they're just settling for jump shots, threes, and they're not moving the ball right now. And that's why they're in this quagmire. So Boston just has to just maintain their focus. They don't want to get back in this game. For Golden State, just continue to just put the pressure on them. Because, the Warriors right now just want to clinch their 7th championship in franchise history and their 4th under the Steve Kerr era, which will be nice. And I want to ask you, man, do you think the Warriors can get another ring in the future? Assuming they win this year, do you think they'll get another ring in the future, man, the Warriors?
As long as Curry, Klay, and Draymond are healthy, with the team that they have, they actually have the opportunity to get another one. The crazy part about it, I didn't think – a lot of people said that they were done. Remember the trade with Andrew Wiggins? People said that was a bad trade. But now, when you look at this team, James Wiseman is going to come back. Kuminga is going to get more playing time next year. They keep their core with the team that they have. Oh, most definitely the Warriors are going to be in contention for a mix. This team is going to keep Curry good for another couple of years. That's the crazy part about it. So
Right. Let's see. So Al Horford trying to set the screen. Al Horford back to JB. Brown for three. Can't put it in. Both teams trying to go for loose ball, and Klay Thompson finds it. Here's Draymond Green on the push. Draymond Green pushed down. Golden State's bench has killed Boston's bench 12-2 early, by the way. Nice bounce pass to Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole got it off early. He's Poole, step back, throws up a clunker. Draymond Green on the offensive glass. Poole, three, book it, splash it. It's a pool party in Beantown. Sees down by an unlucky 13 points, 19-0 run by Golden State, and it's steal. He's Jordan Poole on the push. Poole to Wiggins with the yabby dabby do slam and jam. Golden State ripping apart TD Garden, and you dunk it with another timeout. Unbelievable. A 35-8 run by Golden State, up 37-22. Go 10-13 in second. Commercial break. Wow.
You know, I was not expecting this at all. No, I was not expecting that. I knew the Warriors would get back into the game, but I didn't expect them to be up by 15. No, I was not expecting this at all. And the fact that it's happened this now, it's that's not looking good.
Boston looks out of whack. The turnovers, jacking up threes. It seems to me that ever since they're up by 12, it looks like they look kind of, how can I say, disinterested, look out of whack, they look out of disheartened, they look, how can I say, what's the word this game is not over yet. This game is not over yet, though. There's still a whole lot of time. But if Boston does not step up, then they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but see, once again, the role players are getting it done. Poole and Wiggins are doing the thing. My only concern is that they robbed Steph Curry of the Finals MVP, because I still think he's the Finals MVP. He's been the best player 4 out of the 6 games in this series. He had one bad game. I just hope the media doesn't do to him what they did in 2015 with Iguodala, because Iguodala defended his position on the Finals MVP. But to be honest with you, I saw 2 YouTube content creators this week, and they were breaking down the numbers. And I said to myself, I said, this is what I've been saying for the longest time, and I've had to defend it. Curry was the Finals MVP if we're looking at it from the winning side. If we're asking who the best player in the series was, it was the other guy from Cleveland. But if we're talking about on the winning side, it was Steph Curry. If you look deep into the numbers, especially if you look at the last 3 games of that series from 4 to 6. If you look at 4 through 6 and you look at the advanced numbers, Curry was the best player on the floor. If we want to look at it, maybe not points, rebounds, assists, but if we look at the shooting metrics from the free throw line to the 3-point line, if we look at the fourth quarter scoring, Curry was actually the best fourth quarter scorer in that series. That's why I said people got to look deep into the numbers and not just look at the face value. We don't face value stats don't tell the whole story. They tell the truth, but not the whole story. It's kind of like saying it's a truth within a lie. So they don't say everything.
I agree. You got to use eye tests. You got to use eye tests. And what I love about what Steph Curry's done this year, showing a whole lot of leadership. He was actually staying healthy until, he had to miss a few games. Until he missed a few games a little bit. So he was trying to stay healthy. And that's what I love about Steph Curry. He's a humble guy. He wants the best for his team. He's a great guy. And this Warriors team has proven me wrong all year. Golden State has proven me wrong all year. I didn't think this team will be as good as they were this season. Hell, I didn't think they'll get past Memphis, and they proved me wrong. They shut me up. And hey, I was wrong, man. This team is very, very dangerous, though. There's still a whole lot of time to go in this game. But if the Celtics want to get back in this game, man, this team needs to show some fight, though. Because right now, the Warriors are taking the fight to the Celtics. I mean, look at this 21-0 sprint. Longest scoring run the last 50 NBA Finals. That is unbelievable. Wow. Let's see. Marcus Smart standing the screen. Back to JB. Brown knocks down the 3. Much needed 3 for Jalen for the C's. Celtics down by 12. 9:54 to go. Let's see if Boston can try to make this game a little competitive. Klay Thompson inside the arc. Klay Thompson with the floater, can't put it in. Rebound by Jaylen Brown. He's Brown pushing. He's Jaylen Brown. Back to Smart. Smart back to Brown. He's JB wiggling, jiggling. Back to Smart. He's Smart. Screwing the pooch. Last touch by Klay Thompson. 9:28 to go the second quarter. C's have been shell shot so far. Jaylen Brown hits the three at the right wing. Let's see if Boston can at least, go on a run to get back. Nice ball move by Boston. Brown for three, no go. Rebound by Draymond Green, and a turnover stolen by Al Horford. Al Horford pushing the pace. Al Horford on the drive in the low block. And the foul somehow is on Draymond Green. 9-11 in the second quarter, excuse me. And Draymond Green just has to stay out of foul trouble.
That was all foul.
Yeah, it should have been an offensive foul. I thought Draymond Green was stationary. That should have been an offensive foul there. Boston's 3-0 in elimination games when they beat Milwaukee in Game 6 and 7 and extinguished the Heat in Game 7. Brown with the mid-range knocks it down. Jaylen Brown coming alive a little bit. 9:04 in the second quarter. 10-point game. JB with 12 points. Here's Jordan Poole back to Gary Payne. Gary Payne bulldozed by Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart pushing off Jordan Poole. Marcus Smart just needs to be careful. He doesn't need to talk. Just control your emotions. Doesn't need to talk. You're down by 10. Boston just needs to go on a run, though.
Yeah, but now that's Marcus Smart's third foul.
And that's his third foul, which is huge if you're Boston, because he's your best perimeter defender you got, though.
I don't know even why Marcus Smart is even complaining anyway, because he ran into Gary Payton the second.
Mm-hmm.
So that foul is going to be on you. So I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't understand.
I don't understand this sometimes, man. Let's see. Kevon Looney hands off to Wiggins. Wiggins for three. Won't go. Off the board for Kevon Looney. Wiggins, nice dish to Gary Payne. Gary Payne can't squeeze in it. Rebound by Al Horford. Almost a turnover. Derek White has it. Derek White back to Al Horford. Back to White. Derek White block. So to Time Lord and a hacked and whacked by Golden State. If you're the Warriors, you were up by 15 just 9 seconds ago. So if you're the Warriors, you don't want to get into foul trouble now. 8:24 in the second quarter. Boston trying to get back in the game. Chef Curry back on the court, trying to make sure his lead doesn't go to smithereens. A 10-point game for the Warriors of 37-27. 8:24 in the second quarter. Jason Tatum in the paint. JT almost screws the push. Here's Derek White, who put up a three and throws up a I don't know what that was. Here's Steph Curry, pulls up a Houdini. Curry rejected. Here's Al Horford to JT. Jason Tatum slicing, dicey, Houdini, and scoring a 7-0 burst by the Leprechauns. And guess what, ladies and gents? It's an 8-point game. TD Garden now starting to come alive a little bit, though. Dubs up 37-29, 8:02 in the second quarter. And right now, Boston's showing some fight a little bit, though.
Hold on. Nets World says, you don't worry about a thing after the first quarter. This game is over. Curry, first finals MVP, and tied with Tony and Iggy. I saw, Louis, LeBron outplayed Curry in all 4 of his finals. Yeah, you could say that. Curry has 17 in game 3 and in the 4th and in game 5. He's talking about the 2015 finals. Louis, I knew one of the YouTube channels that did a video on that. Yeah, I saw. And like I said, Curry should have been finals MVP in 2015, not Iguodala.
Yeah.
That was because of the LeBron narrative. If it wasn't for that, Curry would have been finals MVP. Curry should have been finals MVP after game 5, which is facts. I agree. It's true. Yeah. But getting back into this game, Boston is doing a really good job getting back into this game. Now that it's an 8-point game, 37-29 with 7:22 remaining here in this first half. But that's great. My concern with Tatum and Brown is going to be the fourth quarter. Not the second, not the third. Yeah, they get themselves back in the game, no doubt. But again, it's going to be the fourth quarter. That's going to be my concern.
Right. And for me, it's the end of the second quarter. If you're Boston, can you finish on a flurry? Try to get you're down by 8 with 8 minutes. Try to see if you can get the lead or tie the game because 8 points is nothing. I know it's the Warriors we're talking about here, but this game's been cuckoo crazy. I mean, look at this: 14-2 Boston to start. Golden State won a 35-8 burst to go up by 15, and now it's a 7-0 seed run, and now it's an 8-point game. So Jason Tatum on Steph Curry. Curry almost loses the ball. Here's Klay Thompson mid-range and knocks it down. Klay Thompson cans it in, and the Warriors back up 10 points. 7:42 in the second quarter, though. Derek White gives it up to JB. JB back to JT. JB sends the screen, the double screen. Time Lord almost loses the rock. Back to Jaylen Brown. Here's Brown to Time Lord. Time Lord screws the pooch. Last touch by Boston. And Warriors will get the rock back. Let's see if Golden State goes on their own run back. Kevon Looney sets the screen. Here's Curry back to Looney. Looney back to Wiggins. Wiggins faking the three. Here's Wiggins on the drive. Here's Wiggins. Puts it up. Can't put it in. Rebound by Al Horford. Al Horford pushing the pace. Here's Al Horford with the rock. Al Horford back to Jaylen Brown. Klay Thompson right on his grill. Klay Thompson out. Jaylen Brown in the paint. Can't squeeze. No, JB on the offensive glass. Hacked and whacked. And a foul's on, I think it's on Steph Curry, though. Steph Curry, you want to hold your breath sometimes when he falls because he almost had that bad. He almost had a huge injury in Game 3 when Al Horford fell on him in Game 3. So you want to keep your breath on that. So, yeah. Because JB almost fell on his leg a little bit. Jason Tatum inbounding the ball. Tatum back to Time Lord. Time Lord back to Al Horford. Al Horford back to Derek White. Derek White, nice lob. And Time Lord with the Rammer Slammer Jammer. And the C's within 8. A 9-2 run by Boston. And 39-31 Golden State with 6:36 to go of the first half, though.
Kevon Looney's got 3 fouls. Keep that in mind.
Yep. Here's Andrew Wiggins for 3, and he gets the friendly hop. Go back up 11, though. Andrew Wiggins gets the ball tap dancing. Time Lord trying to set the screen. And then he throws it away, deflected. Draymond Green pushing the pace. He's Dre back to Klay. Klay blocked by Robert Williams. Al Horford was trying to race it down, but he couldn't. 6:04 in the second quarter. Boston showing some life a little bit, though. But Golden State showing some poise a little bit, though. Hang on, man. My dad's calling me. Hang on.
No problem. I got you. All right. In the meantime, while G-Money takes that call, Klay comes off the screen. Klay goes off the glass, shoots it, overshoots it, misses. Kevon Looney misses the follow-up jam. Here comes Derek White in transition for the Boston Celtics. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Derek White pulls back, guarded by Curry. Jaylen Brown sets the screen. Derek White pulls up to the free throw line, pulls up his dribble. Horford swings it over to Tatum on the left side, guarded by Draymond. Goes baseline, and the ball is stolen by Draymond Green. Warriors have numbers. Goes behind the back to Curry. Klay, and then we got a foul, and Klay missed a shot anyway, but we had the foul to prevent a Warriors potential fast break, as that looked like a 3 about to go in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the NBA draft here on June 23rd at 8 o'clock next Thursday on ABC/ESPN, Draft Night 2022. A lot of people are excited about that. And so shout out to Jay in the building. Tag team back again. Nice, fellas. Appreciate that. All right, and we are – all right, back to live action. Kevon Looney with the dribble handoff to Curry. Curry loses it, decides to float it up, floats it in. Curry's got 7 points. Golden State up by 13, 44-31. So they're back up. Shout out to Jay in the building. Appreciate it. All right, Jason Tatum with the ball, gives it over to Derek White. He dribbles left on the spin move, loses the ball. Another Boston Celtic turnover. Draymond Green on the fast break, goes behind the back to Klay Thompson, but that was just a bad pass by Draymond Green. There's no way Klay was going to catch that. Klay was way behind on the play. There was no way he was going to catch that. Don't like the defense Derek White played on Curry. I think he settled trying to get that steal. And Curry was able to regather and then label it in. Boston's got 9 turnovers. Golden State got 6. So both teams not taking care of it, but Boston's worse. Jaylen Brown crossover over to Jason Tatum. He gets doubled. Al Horford on the move, shoots a jump shot, and gets the friendly roll. So he scores. It is a 11-point game once again, 44-33. My bad, G-Money. Call it.
You're good, man. You're good. Draymond Green on the offensive glass. Back to Steph Curry. Kevon Looney tries to set the screen. Here's Curry trying to wiggle, jiggle. Curry, 3-ball. Of course. Chef Curry with the skip, dog. And the Warriors back up 14, 47-33. 4:28 to go of the second quarter. The first half, though. Jason Tatum on the drive. And I think they called an offensive foul on Jason Tatum, though. 4:22 in the second quarter. Boston down by 2 touchdowns after leading by 12 to start, though. Yeah, he was grabbing Andrew Wiggins' arm. That's a good call. He was grabbing his arm. Tatum has to be smart there. He was grabbing his arm. Steph Curry was faking a 3, and he able to connect from there. And now Boston is down by 14. They got to be careful. They sliced the lead to 8, but Golden State's on a 8-2 run themselves back to push it back up 14. And now Tatum has 3 fouls. So if the Warriors want to send that lead back, here's Wiggins on a spin. Here's Draymond puts up a 3 and can't put it in. Andrew Wiggins trying to get another offense rebound, but he couldn't. Tip out. Last touch by Golden State. So 4:06 to go of the first half. Payne Pritchard inbounding for the C's, though. Boston has to wake up from the dead now. They want to extend this to Game 7. Here's the screen from Smart. Smart back to Horford back to Brown. Smart on the drive. Smart deflected out. Last touch by Golden State. And my stream is buffering. Give me some time.
Yeah, mine is also. So give me some time as well.
I hate this. Okay. Yeah, Boston doesn't score. And then Draymond Green almost got away with a carry. Almost got away with the carry, though. Klay Thompson on the drive and can't put it in. Marcus Smart on the off with the rebound. Marcus Smart pushing. Grant Williams put up a 3, and he just rims it out, though. Rebound by Draymond Green, though. Golden State walking the ball up. 3:16 in the second quarter. Steph Curry dancing, prancing. Curry on the drive, throws up the floater and squeezing, cheeses in. A 10-2 run by Golden State, and they have their biggest lead of Game 6, up by 16 early. After trailing by 12, 49-33 Warriors, though. 3, Payne Pritchard on the drive. His Pritchard step and a turnover. Gary Payne on the steal. Payne to Otto Porter back to Gary Payne. Gary Payne back to Klay. Boston with 11 turnovers early, though. That's the problem here. Here's Klay Thompson on the drive. Nice backdoor and squeeze it in. Timeout, Udoka. And right now, Boston just getting slapped around in their own house. Down by 18 in the first half, though. Warriors, I know it's only in the first half, but the Dubs can taste being the champions of the world. Beautiful cut by Klay Thompson. Nice pass by Draymond. Steph Curry putting Jaylen Brown on his knees, and Steph Curry with the beautiful glide. Dubs 51, C's 33, 2:39 to go the first half. Wow.
The defense that I saw on Steph Curry in Game 5, I'm not seeing it in Game 6. Jaylen Brown just let Curry drive to the middle, and there was no resistance. Nobody got back. There was no help, and he got to the cup way too easy. I'm not liking the defense by the Celtics on Curry in the first half. Curry's got, 12 points in this game? Curry's on his way to 30.
He's going to the basket at will, yeah.
Curry, and he's got 2 threes. So he's already on his way. And this game is not over. I can see the Warriors blowing this 18-point lead and the Celtics coming back to tie the game, even taking the lead. But in order for that to happen, though, Tatum's in foul trouble, which is not good. Boston's missing their 3-point shots, but I don't feel like they're really running an offensive set right now that they were doing early in the game when they got off to that 14-2 start.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going into the comment section real quick, guys. Make sure to hit that like button as you guys come in. Nets World says this thing is over. I don't think it's over just yet. I still pick the Warriors to close it out, but like I said, even if they don't close it out tonight, I got them winning Game 7 at home. But it's going to be much more tougher now considering what's at stake. Um, let me see. Jay says it's not over. Yes, Celtics have come back from bigger margins multiple times in these playoffs. They have. They have. And Steph Curry's legacy is solidified after tonight. And Jay says it's not the Warriors, though. Here's the thing also, though. This will legitimize the Warriors dynasty if they win tonight. It's going to legitimize it because of the circumstances and the naysayers of what they said about the past. Fluke chip the first time, the other 2 times they had KD. They win this, it'll solidify it. Jay says Boston's history, very hard to close out Boston on their floor in an elimination game in the final. It's hard, but like G Money mentioned before, it was done in 1985 in the Boston Garden where the Lakers closed out the Celtics. So it's been done before. It's been done before. Well, you're right, Nets world, but here's the difference, though. When LeBron did it, it was not in the finals against Boston because he was in the Eastern Conference at that time. And it looks like, all right, back to live action, G Money.
Well, Clay hit the 3, and then Jason Tatum responded with his own spinorama, so it's a 19-point game. Steph Curry able to slice and dice, and he gets rejected, so the ball will go back to the Celtics, though. Well, the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history was 24 points. The Celtics did that on the Lakers back in 2008, so keep that in mind, too, just in case. Here's Jaylen Brown on the drive. Here's Brown with the floater, can't put it in. But nice bounce pass to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson got his cookie stolen by Jaylen Brown. Here's Brown sidestepping, throws it up, hacked and whacked. 1:26 to go the first half, and he'll get 2 shots at the line, JB. So if you're Boston, if you want to have a shot in this game, get yourself to the line. Use your quickness and speed to get yourself to the line, get Golden State in foul trouble, and try to protect the rim. Because I felt that they're not doing that as much in this game like they should. So Jaylen Brown knocks down the first free throws, an 18-point game, 54-36. By the way, if the Warriors win tonight, it will be the 4th straight year that an NBA Finals will end in 6 games. 2019, Toronto beat Golden State in 6. 2020, Los Angeles beat Miami in 6. 2021, Milwaukee beat Phoenix in 6. And then, assuming Golden State hangs on, they'll beat Boston in 6 after being down 2-1.
Here's another thing, though. 3 of the last 4 NBA Finals, the series has been tied at 2 games apiece. Oh, wow. That was a great pass by Curry. Great action. Wiggins just couldn't knock that down.
Right. Here's Jason Tatum, mid-range, can't put it down. Rebounded by Chef Curry, though. 37 first-half points by the Celtics. After scoring 39 in the first half of Game 5, that's unbelievable. Stolen by Robert Williams. Jason Tatum on the drive. Tatum throws it up, and I don't know what the heck he was doing. Both JT back, and that's deflected. I don't know what Jason Tatum was trying to do, though. Like, he just
trying
made a shot.
Trying to draw the foul instead of just trying to finish through contact. And to me, Jason Tatum is afraid of contact. With sometimes the way he's not really a good finisher at the basket, and I noticed that with Jason Tatum. And sometimes he tries to draw the foul before he even attempts a shot at the basket. Stop trying to draw fouls, man. Just be aggressive. You can get a call if you're just going straight up, but you're just trying to bait the referees into just making a call. They just let him play in that instance, and look, it was a turnover.
Right. I agree. I don't understand some players. Some players just trying to ref bait, trying to draw fouls rather than just try to score. So let's see. Golden State up by 17. Deflected. I mean, Boston's defense starting to move their feet a little bit. They just need to move their feet some more. 36.9 seconds of the first half. Celtics down by 17 after leading 14-2 early. So let's see. Gary Payne inbounding back to Dre. Dre back to Poole. Poole puts up a 3 and won't go. Rebounded by Robert Williams, though. Jaylen Brown on the push. Here's Brown back to Tatum. Tatum in the inside. Back to Robert Williams. Squeeze it up and puts up a 6-0 run by the C's. And they're down by 15 with 21 seconds to go. Down by 15 going to the first half. Here's Jordan Poole. Hands off to Gary Payne. Gary Payne back to Draymond Green. Draymond Green back to Andrew Wiggins. 8 seconds to go this first half. Andrew Wiggins pushing off. Wiggins, mid-range, can't put it in. Draymond Green, offensive rebound, and it might. No go 10. No go 10. Because Draymond Green was trying to put it back at the end, but no go 10. So after first half, the Golden State Warriors are 1/2 away of being the champions of the basketball world, up 54-39 Beantown. Look at this, 52-25 sprint to the finish to end the first half after the C's left 14-2. So Golden State 1/2 away of their 7th championship in franchise history. Andrew Wiggins has balled out in the first half. Steph Curry 1/2 away of his first ever Finals MVP, though. Golden State 54, Boston 39. You're watching the NBA on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all let's listen to the commentary of G Money in the first half. Right now, the Golden State Warriors up by 15. As he said, they was up by as many as 21. Boston ended the quarter on a 6-0 run, and we have a 54-39 first half Golden State Warriors lead. Dub Nation should be excited, but at the same time, game is not over just yet. Let me look at the comment section before G Money pulls out the first half stats for both teams for players and team stats. So, Jay says the Celtics have come back from bigger margins. Yes, Steph Curry's legacy is solidified. Let me see. Jay says, yeah, that's it. It was magic. And what he was talking about was the Boston Celtics with the Lakers winning on their home floor, 1985 Game 6, I remember, because Kareem was Finals MVP. When G Money mentioned about the comeback in terms of largest deficit, that was Game 4. That was Lakers Celtics 2008. But the difference was Boston won, and they won on their home floor by 39 points in that Game 6 clincher. And in that game, I think Ray Allen hit 7 3-pointers, if I'm not mistaken. If not 7, I think it was 8. That's where Pierce won the Finals MVP, which to me, that should have went to Ray Allen, in my opinion. If you look at the shooting splits, Ray Allen was actually the better shooter all across the board. Let me see. Oh, not against Boston in the finals. Nets World says, bro, a finals game happened in 2008 will not convert to tonight. You never know. Golden State was up by 21. It's a 15-point game. They just ended a 6-0 run.
Keep that in mind, and who knows what can happen this quarter. Boston get high in this quarter. Golden State, remember, people forget about this. Remember in the third quarter in Game 5, Boston has to go Golden State 35-24. Keep in Game 5. If you think about Boston start the third quarter, you just never know what can happen this quarter.
Yeah. So real quick, we're actually going to listen to what the guys have to say in the first half right now. Let me just see if I can get the audio up on that, because this will be just great to listen to. And then that way you guys can kind of listen to what actually, no, it looks like it's about to head to commercial break. And then after that, we'll get it back. But anyway, G Monday, do you have the first half stats on your? Oh, before I get to that, shout out to Empty the Sports Clip. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to hit the like. And he says, man, he says, what's up, my guys? Great commentary. Nets World says, I'm loving G Money's commentary right now on the game. And Jay also says,
thank you.
And Jay also says the tag team of G Money and Louis is back. Real nice, fellas. Real nice. All right, cool.
Thanks. Well, the first half stats, Golden State shooting 43%, but remember, they're starting to get to the basket after being down 14-2, and starting to get the open threes. They hit 10 out of 23 from downtown, 44%. They only have 2 free throws. Boston has 6 free throws, but here's the alarming stat. Golden State's out-rebounded Boston 26-17 and have 9 offensive rebounds. That's unacceptable if you're the Celtics, especially in an elimination game. That's unacceptable. The Celtics have 12 turnovers and 9 in the second quarter, man. That's unacceptable if you're the Celtics, though. 12 turnovers, Warriors have 8. Both teams in the break, 6 apiece. Golden State outscoring Boston 18-16. Boston, like I said, led by 12. Golden State was up 21, but now it's 15. Boston shooting 41% from the field. A ghastly 3 of 14 from the great beyond from 3. After they started off hitting 2 threes early. And if you look at the player stats, I mean, Steph Curry gave you a baker's dozen. Andrew Wiggins gave you 10. Klay Thompson, Game 6 Klay, a baker's dozen. Jordan Poole, 11 off the bench. Even though Gary Payne's 1 for 5, I love his effort defensively. 4 points for playing good defense early. Jason Tatum has 11 points, but it doesn't feel impactful 11. Marcus Smart gave you 2. Al Horford, 4 points. Come on, man. Robert Williams, 6 points. They got to give Robert Williams more pick and roll lobs. Jaylen Brown, 14 points. But here's the problem. Derek White, 2 points, 1 of 6 off the bench. Payne Pritchard, a glazed donut. Zip, 0 of 2. Grant Williams, zip, 0 of 1. That's unacceptable if you're Boston.
All right, let's listen to the commentary from the guys in the first half real quick, guys. Take a listen. Let me get this up. Why it doesn't let me just see if I can get it up. There we go. If you guys can hear the audio, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
I like the last 2 or 3 minutes for Golden State, but outside of that, they have dominated for the most part. Boston's in trouble. 13 turnovers and getting killed on the boards. That's an excuse.
Facts.
That's a
Facts.
sign of some sort of disorganization, panic, not understanding what the mission is tonight. All we talked about and all they talked about is not turning the ball over. And it doesn't matter that points over turnovers after turnovers.
Another thing, Boston's only shooting 21% from the three-point line. Warriors got 10 threes in the first half. Boston's got to keep the Warriors off the three-point line.
Mm-hmm. And also the Warriors bench, 15 and 2.
And look at that. During that 21-0 run the Warriors had, Celtics went 0 for 7, 0 for 4 from 3, and they had 2 turnovers.
Here's the thing I want to say. Boston got to stop crying to the refs.
Thank you.
They got to stop.
Thank you.
Marcus Smart, all 3 of his fouls, he ended up on the floor. You're playing at home. It's an elimination game. You got to play with force. Like, the Warriors ain't using kill shots. The Warriors ain't using warning shots. They using kill shots.
Facts.
You see Clay,
Facts.
You see Poole, you see Steph.
Preach, Jalen. Preach to the choir. Facts.
We got to give him some love right now. He's got 7 assists. He's got 7 rebounds. He's got 5 assists. He's grabbing.
Can we talk about Andrew Wiggins, too? He's got 10 points and 3 steals.
3 steals. He's been to the passing lanes very well. And also, I thought he's been physical with Jason Tatum. Early in the game, he wasn't. And then later, I thought he forced Tatum tough contested shots. And he's always been in the break, too. Don't forget about that. And like what Jalen said, Boston whines too much. They got to shut up and just play the game, man. Don't complain for every call, man.
Ignites a player like Wiggins in a dunk like that. We're back in just a moment.
Yup. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's correct. All right, man. So once again, that is the first half. All right, so that's the last time you're gonna hear those guys because, quite honestly, all right. Look at the comment section. All right, salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. KD over Curry says, Jay, the New Boys EP came out. Netsroll says, damn, easy Curry over KD. That's what Netsroll says. Empty the Sports Clip has got the thumbs up. Netsroll says, I would go Jay in order. Curry, KD, Bron, and Giannis in that order in terms of if you needed a player to shoot a 3 and it is wide open, I'm obviously going with Curry. KD would be second because KD is, as much as he can shoot the ball with amazing efficiency, KD is a scorer. Curry can score too, but we always call him as the greatest shooter in the history of basketball. I mean, that's how he's universally regarded by a lot of these media analysts and, a lot of people who love Curry watching play. I enjoy watching Curry play. And the thing is, people have to understand that Curry has to play the way he does because he's not athletic. He's not known for his speed. I think his ball handling is second to none when it comes to his handles. Sometimes he could get loosey-goosey with the basketball and, not protect it. But other than that, Curry, like I said, he gives you Jordan aura because people come to watch him. And you don't usually say that about shooters. That's why Curry's very unique. You don't say that about shooters. You usually say that about charismatic, great wing players that are able to, that are great scorers. A Tracy McGrady, a Kobe Bryant, a Allen Iverson, a Vince Carter. You don't say that about really shooters like Steph Curry. So that's what's very interesting. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, Netswell said, and if I add Larry Bird, I would probably put him first. I think, in my opinion, Larry Bird is the greatest shooter just because he can score from anywhere on the floor. And the man,
mid-range, fadeaway, post up, yeah.
He's the founder of the 50-40-90 club, and the man was doing that at 6'8/6'9". Jay says when LeBron hits the 3, it's early enough to have a chance. Giannis shouldn't be shooting that 3. Need a 3 at the buzzer without any time left. Empty the Sports Clip has got a question. He says, what do you guys think of the Mavs trade for Christian Wood? Now,
That's a good trade.
Christian Wood is a very good player. Can he buy into the team game? Because a lot of rumors are saying that, and I've heard this, that Christian Wood is a me guy, that he's about the me and not about the we. Interesting to see. I think it's a good move for the Mavericks. It gives them some added scoring in the front court, which they do need. Tim Hardaway Jr. does need to get healthy again. Luka does need a legit number 2, but it's like I said before, they need to get out of the Luka Doncic system. They're not going to win a championship until Luka gets out of that system. Sharing the ball more, getting into better shape, and actually playing a real offensive system. Luka Ball isn't going to win a championship, and I just don't know if it's going to happen in this era. I'm not sure. So I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. But this is definitely a good move, getting Christian Wood. Definitely a very good move. Again, the thing is, Christian can play both positions. That's the real good thing about him. So he actually brings versatility to the Mavericks. So that's the really good part about it. I just hope they change his mindset when it comes to team culture. But it's a good move for the Mavericks. I like the move.
Right. Christian Wood brings versatility. He can shoot the 3. He shot 39% from 3 this past year. He's a good ball handler. I think it's a good move for the Mavs because they need another ball handler. They needed to help out Luka Doncic. And they moved, Boban, Trey Burke. They moved Sterling Brown, Marquise Chris, the 26th pick to get Christian Wood. So I think that's a good move for the Mavs because the Mavs' problem is that they didn't have another versatile player to help out Luka Doncic in the playoffs. And what the Mavericks really need, they need a rim protector. Mavs need a rim protector, man, and a perimeter defender.
Yeah, if they could get, because I think they should get another perimeter wing defender to complement Dorian Finney-Smith, because Tim Hardaway, he's athletic, but he's not a very good defender. He's really known for the 3-point shooting and just, being able to score whenever he gets hot, because he's always been known as a streaky player. But if they could get themselves a wing defender and they get themselves a rim protector, the Dallas Mavericks, because they improved their defense. But now it's a matter of if they can fill those holes. And the thing is also, Jay made a good point in the comment section. Now they can play more 5-on-5. And on top of that, now you can move Powell, Bertans, Bullock, and Hardaway Jr. So that's important too. Nets World says, if I need a corner 3, empty the sports coach says, great point, Lewis. Nets World says, if I need a corner 3 wide open to save my life, I pick Robert Horry or Ray Allen. Actually, Robert Horry would give me more of a straight-on 3 because he was really good with those, especially on the wings. Nets World says, especially a right corner wide open 3. Karam says the Celtics are in trouble. They are, but they're not out of the game yet. It's only a 15-point game. They can come back. I have trust in Nico Harrison, says Karam. Nico Harrison. I definitely think, you know what? I could definitely see Nico Harrison doing some things. So there's all the faith in the world. So just a matter of seeing what the Thunder do, but they definitely have a bright future, though. I just wonder, are they going to be able to keep Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? I really hope they can, because I think it's tailor-made for him to do well in a small market. He's definitely a player on the rise, potential perennial all-star. I don't know about superstar just yet, but definitely all-star potential. He's already shown it. He's got the tools to be really good in this league, does Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Really excited to see what the future holds for him in the OKC and how they build for the future with Sam Presti. But do like what they're doing there in OKC.
Right. So right. So if you, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, real quick. I meant to say Nico Harrison was the Mavs GM, not the not the OKC's GM, because president of basketball operations Sam Presti. So I meant to say Nico Harrison for the Mavs. So I made that mistake. That's my bad. But yeah, no, Nico Harrison, he's doing some good things right now. He's doing some good things. I like what I'm seeing from Nico Harrison. This was a tremendous start getting Christian Wood. That was big.
And Christian Wood was huge. Like I said, they need another guy that was able to put the ball on the floor and stretch the floor. So that was big if you're the Mavs.
You know what? I don't I honestly would have moved Dwight Powell. I like Boban in terms of the locker room presence. I like him for chemistry reasons. I wouldn't have got rid of Boban. I know Boban is. I know you can't use him a lot in spurts because of his conditioning and the fact that he's not the fastest because of his frame and he's like really slow. But he's got really good skills at his position. But I would have kept him in terms of the locker room presence. I think he would have been great. He has a great personality, so I like him a lot. Okay, guys, we're getting ready set for the third quarter. 54-39 is the score. Warriors shot 42% in the first half. Celtics 41. The Celtics have got to do a better job of chasing the Warriors off the three-point line because they're shooting 42% from that three-point line. 12 turnovers, way too much. Celtics have got to clean that up if they're going to get back in this game. And like I said, I feel like their threes need to come in rhythm off of some real action plays. Don't just force threes out of desperation because I feel like the Celtics will shoot themselves dead in the water if that happens and we got new champions in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Right. And also, Boston needs to use their size. I'm not feeling they're using their size enough. They got to do more pick and roll and lob for Robert Williams. Maybe use your strength to get other guys in foul trouble and use more. And you get some backdoor cuts and layups if you're the Celtics, though. And try to force the Warriors to tough contested shots and protect the rim. I'm not seeing that a lot if you're Boston, though. Again, there's another half, and we're going to find out if they can show more passion in the second half. And look at this stat. Teams since 1950 are 53-1 when leading by 15 or more at half. The last team to blow a lead like that, Kobe and the Lakers in 2008 when we're up by 24. So keep that in mind.
Nice way to throw a shot at Kobe, man. But,
no disrespect, Kobe. Rest in peace. No disrespect, Kobe.
No, ESPN did it. But anyway.
Right. Warriors almost lose the ball. Get Otto Porter inbounding. If you're Boston, watch for the inbound, swarm the perimeter. For Golden State, just keep sharing the ball, and you're champions. Here's Klay Thompson faking. Klay Thompson, but here's Wiggins on the drive. Wiggins back to Dre. Dre puts up a three and knocks it down. Hey, Dre's had the touch tonight. Shot clock splash. Warriors back up 18. 2 threes for Draymond Green. 2 for 4 from long range. Here's the handoff to JB. Brown under Houdini. Squeeze it in. JB puts it back up and in. Sees down by 16. Here's Andrew Wiggins wide open for 3, no good. Rebounded by Al Horford. Celtics got a push, though. Jaylen Brown back to Al Horford. Al Horford for 3. Can't put it in. They should have just gone to the basket there. Celtics down by 16. 10:53 to go of this third quarter. Warriors trying to win their 7th championship in franchise history. Here's Andrew Wiggins on the drive. The cut. And, man, he just screwed the push there. Here's Jaylen Brown on the slice, the dice, almost deflected. Al Horford with the save. Here's JT, gets the ball back. JT back to Horford. Horford sending the screen. Horford back to Smart. Smart on the slice. The dice can't squeeze it in. Wiggins with the rebound. Boston right now making the shots tougher than it needs to be. Let's see. Klay Thompson with the ball. Back to Steph Curry. Jason Tatum on Steph Curry. Andrew Wiggins on the drive. Wiggins almost loses the rock. Back to Klay Thompson. The shot clock going down. Klay Thompson faking, taking, airmailing. So far, Boston's defense has clamped up to start, but the Celtics want to get back in this game and get back in the series. They got to start putting some points on the board and maybe start, maybe using some mid-range post-ups a little bit, though. Celtics down 57-41, 9:56 to go. By the way, Boston's never lost 3 straight games at any point in the NBA Finals, ever. Keep that in mind, though.
So they never lost 3 straight in an NBA Finals?
Never. Here's Al Horford at the left corner. Boom, shakalaka, knocks down a 3. The lead is sliced to 13. 57-44, Golden State. TD Garden coming alive just a little bit, though. Golden State just needed to show some composure a little bit. Here's Draymond Green at the top of the key. Here's Klay Thompson at the left wing. Jaylen Brown on his grill. Here's Klay Thompson on the floater, can't squeeze in it. Offensive rebound by Wiggins. Curry, open, three-pointer, knocks it down. Steph Curry knocks down the three, their 10th offensive rebound of the game, and Curry makes them pay, though. So here's Al Horford in the block. Al Horford guard by Steph Curry. This should be jambalaya chicken for him. Al Horford back to Tatum. Tatum faking the three. Tatum shoots the three, and Tatum screws up the three. Here's Al Horford in the paint and a jump ball, though. I felt Al Horford that possession should just bang on Steph Curry on that last play. What do you think, Lou?
I don't understand why the Celtics are not using their size. I don't like the fact. I know Tatum was wide open with the fake and all that, but Boston is settling for threes, and I'm already seeing it. They do have 5 points in the quarter, but they're settling for threes, and I'm already seeing it, and that's not good. Also, the fact that two Boston players jumped on Steph Curry's fake and he was able to get the three, why is Boston again playing drop coverage? If they continue to play drop coverage, Curry's going to get so many good open looks because you can only do this for so long. And the thing is, Curry's getting the help. That's what's hurting Boston, too. It's not like if the other guys are not playing well. They're playing well, which means that expect Curry to have a big quarter. Right. And Boston better be wary of that.
Right. Marcus Smart faking a three. Al Horford throws it up. He knocks it down, but it's a shot clock violation. Nice switching defense by Golden State. I love how the Warriors just switch on Marcus Smart. And Al Horford actually hit the three, but Boston, they should have just known the shot clock. That's another thing the Celtics having problems in this whole series, the lack of not knowing the shot clock this whole series, and that's why they're down huge. Sorry, my stream again.
That's okay. I got oh wow. I had Andrew Wiggins with the ball right there. Real quick, in the meantime, while G Money tries to get his stream back up, Celtics can't turn the ball over, but they've already been doing it. And also says Nets World says, talking about Robert Horry, I can't believe someone could go 0 for 18 from 3 and not get no blame, because the thing is, they're going to look at the superstar. They're going to look at Shaq and Kobe, which is why they wouldn't blame Robert Horry. And Robert Horry in that 0-3 postseason only made 2 threes, and that was against Minnesota. And in that series, he only went 2 for 20. So yeah, he went 2 for 38. And Jay's right. Robert Horry is not really a corner three-point shooter. He's more of a wing three-point shooter or a straight-on three-point shooter. If you look at a lot of his big shots, especially his game winners, they're either from the left, right wing, they're either from the wings or straight on. Just wanted to make that.
My stream, right, good point. My stream is back. So let's see. Deflected. Otto Porter puts up a 3 and responds to the Al Horford 3. And now the Warriors back up 3-16. Beautiful ball movement by Golden State. Golden State with their 13th splashdown in the game for them. Here's Marcus Smart on the drive with the mid-range, can't put it in. Rebound by Draymond Green. Draymond pushing the ball. Here's Dre almost turning over the ball. Dre with the screen. Here's Draymond, hand up to Curry. Curry faking the 3. Curry shoots the 3. Curry nails the 3. Golden State continues to shut up TD Garden. Up 19, 4 3-pointers by Golden State in the third quarter. Steph Curry line up the world in the quarter. 2 third quarter threes. Boston in a quagmire down by 19. Al Horford nails his third 3 ball in the third quarter, down by 16. But here's the thing that's killing the Celtics: lack of perimeter defense. Lack of perimeter defense. And the Warriors have done a great job with their swing passing, though. Steph Curry, nice bounce pass. Otto Porter, he shoots another 3, and he is just lining up the world from the great beyond. 15 threes for Golden State, up 69-50.
What is Marcus Smart doing?
Like, what is that, though? Like, what is that? He just
Curry
3 ball, bang, bang, bang. Steph Curry with the skip, dog. And the Warriors with the biggest lead of the night. Timeout Boston. Golden State absolutely roasting Beantown. 72-50. Man, Steph Curry with 2 deadly bombs in the third. Otto Porter, 2 deadly bombs in the third. Draymond Green was his own one. You know what time is it? Chef Curry time. Warriors up a dub +2, 22. Wow.
I don't understand Boston. They keep trying to play the Warriors game. They see it's not working, and Ime Udoka keeps allowing these guys to try to play the 3-point game. And right now they're down 22 points. The
This
Golden State
Golden State
Warriors have made
7 for
what?
3 in the third.
They've made what? 15 threes?
16 7
16, 16 threes. First of all, their field goal percentage went up to 45%, and they're shooting 53% from the 3-point line. So Boston has not chased the Warriors off the play. They're getting whatever they want right now.
Mm-hmm.
Second chance points, Warriors 14-6 in favor of Golden State. Offensive rebounding. And once again, they're playing drop coverage, and the Warriors are getting whatever they want. Well, first of all, real quick, Jay says the Lakers had too many Romanovich-type players in 2008. Yeah, I agree, because Boston was just a more mentally tougher team. They were physically imposing in 2008, and I even said that the Lakers, to me, they weren't ready for that type of defense, because that was probably the best defense that they played. I remember Tracy McGrady during the regular season has said he had never played a defense like that. And Boston's defense, when they're allowed to be as physical as they were, by the way, G-Money, didn't I tell you that Curry was due for a big game? What's happening tonight? And look how efficient he's been tonight. Mm-hmm. Curry's on his way to Curry 30 on his jersey. Y'all like how I did that, right, Drake?
Yeah.
Curry dirty 30.
21 for the chef.
Jersey. Yeah, y'all like how I did that? But anyway. I mean, like I said, man, is not – look, I said I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Game 7, but it's like I was saying before. I had a bad feeling about Boston after Game 4. This is where their leadership needs to be in question now. You can't let this game slip away. Curry's hot. The team is hot. They have 6 threes in this third quarter. You need to get them off the 3-point line. If they continue to shoot like this, the game is over. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
And more than likely, I was wrong. I had Boston at 6. It looks like I'm going to be wrong, because I thought the Celtics, coming off that emotional victory against the Heat, I thought that they were going to use their size and their length and their quickness against the Warriors. And I thought Boston. Here's why I picked Boston to beat Golden State, because I thought that Wiggins and Poole were not going to be consistent in the series. And so far, Wiggins has been consistent, Poole up and down, but Poole's been big in this series. And Steph Curry, he's been the MVP because he's getting open looks. He's going to the basket well. He's taking advantage of it. And Boston, like you said, playing drop coverage. And here's the thing that kills me with the Celtics. They're not making adjustments. They're talking to the referees, not doing a good job hustling back on D, and they're not getting the crowd involved right now. So, and if the Celtics want to have any chance to make this game competitive, they got to do something. Marcus Smart can't squeeze it in, but Robert Williams tips it in. So Celtics down by a dub, 72-52, 5:51 in the third quarter. Golden State can sniff their 7th championship in franchise history, which will surpass the Bulls, by the way. Draymond Green on the drive. He's Dre on the drive, can't score, but Kevon Looney can't tip it and rebound for JB.
That was
Looney has to mash that. Looney has to dunk.
Jason Tatum, I'm sorry, man. You getting defended by Curry like that? No, that's being soft. I'm sorry. Go ahead, G-Money. I don't like what I'm saying.
No, that's fine. I agree. He has to utilize his versatility. Jason Tatum, mid-range, that was soft right there. Rebound by Al Horford. Jason Tatum faking a 3. Tatum on the drive, slice and dice. Deflected out, last touch by Steph Curry. 5:16 to go of the third quarter. Golden State doing a great job playing physical defense, man-to-man defense on Boston, doing a good job containing Tatum and Brown in the third quarter. Here's Jaylen Brown for 3. Won't go. I didn't like that shot by JB. If you're the Celtics, you don't need to get everything back. All you need to do is just attack the basket. Rebound by Klay Thompson. Here's Klay Thompson, mid-range. That's not a good shot. Rebound by Marcus Smart. Here's Jason Tatum back to Smart. Smart 3. He finally gets it to go. Steve Kerr calling a timeout. The lead is sliced to 17 because he doesn't want to sense a leprechaun revelation. 72-55. Golden State 4:52 to go the third quarter.
All right. So Marcus Smart did knock down that 3, but the Celtics have got to get stops. I don't even like the Celtics shot selection right now. They just lack a lot of energy, and I'm not seeing any passion.
No urgency, what Karam said. No urgency.
No urgency whatsoever. And it's like you don't want to be accused of quitting in an NBA Finals game. You don't want that.
Nope.
And feeling hopeless because the Warriors are knocking down their threes. If you notice, the Warriors stopped complaining to the refs.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are still complaining to the refs trying to get these calls. If you had just played, you probably would have gotten some calls, but you're not playing. So because you're not playing, the referees have swallowed their whistle, and right now Golden State is owning your asses right now. Even though Marcus on that 3.
Pretty much. And here's another thing too, why Golden State has that big lead. If I want to add, they were getting to the passing lanes and getting to transition. Another chicken nugget I want to add is that Boston does have 7 steals, but if I'm watching the game, I don't like their defense. Golden State has 6 steals, but their steals have been more impactful, and they've been getting into the passing lanes and then a good job playing without fouling though. I mean, look at this. Look at the fouls. But the fouls are even. Boston 9 fouls, Golden State 9 fouls. Jaylen Brown does have 16, but early in the game, Brown was going off early, and I think Tatum right now has like 11 or 12 early. Let me check. Because early in the game, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown was getting the ball off catches at the top of the key when they're up 14-2, and then they stopped ever since.
So G Money, check this out. No, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Tatum is 5 of 13 now. He started 5 of 9. He's missed his last 4 shots. Jaylen Brown is 6 of 14, so he's made 1 out of his last 2, but he started out 5 for 12. So that's just something to keep in mind. Just look at the efficiency. Those guys are struggling. And Jay makes a great point, and this is what I've been saying. G Money's said it. The Celtics are not using their size to their advantage. They should be attacking from 12 feet down, and they're not doing that. All they're doing is I call them the Celtics settlers. You can't even call them we shouldn't even name them. We should rename them from the Boston Celtics to the Boston Settlers, because that's what they're doing. They're settling for threes. Get your behinds closer to the basket. Get some easy baskets to give yourself some confidence so that you could go back at the other end and force and get stops, make the Warriors offense work, and then really put the pressure on them by attacking them inside to see how the Warriors are going to adjust with their defense. But they're not doing that.
They're not at all. And they're not at all. And another problem, and another problem with Boston, I know Al Horford has 9 points in the third. It doesn't feel he's had an impact in his game at all. I'm not feeling his impact. Robert Williams, 8 points. He should have come on, you got to give him lobs and dunks, man. Come on, Golden State is small, man. I know Kevon Looney can protect the rim, but I don't get it. And for Golden State, what I love what the Warriors are doing very well, and thus why they have the lead, the Warriors are trusting each other, giving goals, handoffs, spins. They're not taking bad shots, and they're playing up to their strengths. Obviously, if you're the Warriors, you're up by 17 now. You were up 22 moments ago. You want to finish the third quarter strong. You don't want to end the third quarter in a bad way and then get TD guarding the rock. Because if this is like a single-digit game going to the fourth quarter, anything could happen. So let's see. Kevon Looney pushes off an offensive foul.
Kevon Looney was an idiot for that. There was no need to use your elbow. He's such an idiot for that.
That was ridiculous. And that might spark the Celtics, though. That might spark Boston a little bit, though. I don't understand that.
I'm Steve Kerr. I take out Kevon Looney now because he's got 4 fouls. You don't want him to pick up his 5th. Too important.
And he missed the putback, too. Don't forget. And that could be a flagrant. This could be flagrant? The refs might check it. Zach Zarba might check to see if it's flagrant foul, maybe. On Kevon Looney. What do you think, man? Do you think it was a flagrant foul to you? I don't think so.
I don't think it's a flagrant foul, but knowing these referees, they probably call it. The thing is, easy baskets inside the paint. Oh, wait a minute. Well,
Hang
I
on,
thought
man. I'll be right back, man. Hang on.
no problem. Oh, wait a minute. I thought. Oh wait, he didn't even. Oh, I thought he got hit. He didn't even get hit. He flopped. I thought he got hit. He flopped. Huh, I like how he said. Are you sure, Jay? Are you sure you're saying his name right? Isn't it the Rimson? I thought he got hit. I think he got hit a little bit. I think with a nudge from the elbow. Hold on a second. Oh no. He did get hit. He did get hit. But yeah, but the reaction was a little too late though. I don't know if they're gonna call that a flagrant. That should be a regular foul because he waited too late. But that's a big foul. They need to take Kevon Looney out though. That's 4 fouls because he flopped way too late after that. And Kevon Looney hasn't even scored yet. That's the crazy part. He's missed a couple of easy baskets in the paint. Here's Al Horford, gives the ball over to Grant Hill, and that's an offensive foul. Good. Like, why is Grant Williams flopping? Look at that. Calls a turnover. 19 turnovers for the Celtics. Here's Curry dancing on Tatum, pulls the ball back, switched off over to Marcus Smart. They give the ball to Wiggins. Wiggins puts the ball on the floor, puts it between his back, shoots a step back. He can't hit on the jump shot. Here's Jaylen Brown takes it into the paint, and he scores easy on the floater. He's now 7 for 15. He now has Boston's on a 7-0 run. So now it's a 15-point game, 72-57. Here Steph Curry brings the ball up, being guarded by Marcus Smart. Curry crosses over left, switch over to Grant Williams. Oh, what a move by Curry. Pulls back for three. He can't get the bounce on the roll, but Wiggins on the tip. And Golden State goes up by 17 points. Here's Jaylen Brown with the ball, crosses over on Gary Payton II, and then pulls back, and we got a foul on Gary Payton II.
Yeah, I'm right here, Lou.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I see you.
All right.
What is Marcus Smart doing? He's just ball watching and let Wiggins get an offensive rebound. Wiggins has been killing the Celtics on the boards the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's Tatum. Goes to drives with the left hand. He gets blocked by Wiggins in the paint. Here come the Warriors in transition. Curry goes around with the hesitation move, and we got an offensive foul on GP II. No need for that, man. That was just a very, very poor IQ play because Curry blew past Al Horford for the easy layup. You just took away 2 points. Or was that a flop? Oh, that was a flop. Oh, my goodness. Celtics now trying to bait the Warriors into – oh, my God. This flopping is getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, G-Money. Call it.
I don't know, man. Jaylen Brown, the spinorama, screws the pooch, and Boston's not really taking advantage, to be honest with you. So let's see. Marcus Smart, almost deflected. Steph Curry gets the ball back. Marcus Smart on Steph Curry's grill. Steph Curry puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Al Horford. Celtics need to get some energy quick, though. They didn't want to get back in the game. Marcus Smart on the drive. Throws it up. Can't squeeze in. Deflected out. Last touch by Kevon Looney of the Warriors. 2:48 to go of the third quarter. C's down by 17. Trying to force a game 7, which will be Father's Day. Warriors trying to clinch their 7th championship in franchise history and trying to become the second team ever to clinch a title in Boston. And just a silly foul on Gary Payne. So that's a shot and the ball for the Celtics because that's a foul before the ball was inbounded, though. So that might be a free throw for the Celtics and the ball more than likely. So that's a bad foul for Gary Payne, yeah?
That's his 4th foul in 15 minutes. And now Iguodala had to he's already talking smack to him, telling him that was just a boneheaded play. Don't do that off the ball. Luckily, that doesn't affect them. And now they're bringing in the veterans. Nope, because you could even tell even Draymond shaking his head.
And he is. So if you're Golden State, so far they're playing through the whistles. Boston, not so much. So, yeah, down 74-57. Let's see. Jason Tatum to spin. Marcus Smart faking a three. He's Marcus Smart on the drive. Smart back to Brown. Brown for three. Knocks it down. Jaylen Brown drills the three. A 10-2 run by the C's and a within 14. 74-60. So if you're the C's, you want to try to get this to around like 10 or less to have a shot in the fourth quarter. Klay Thompson misses the three ball. JB almost lost the rock. JB trying to dance with the stars. Jaylen Brown on the drive, throws it up, and jiggle it home. Jaylen Brown started to come from the dead, and the lead is sliced to 12. A 12-2 burst by the Leprechauns. And Steve Kerr's seen enough, though. 74-62 dubs. 2:06 in the third quarter. Boston now starting to come alive a little bit, though.
This game is not over yet.
It's not.
This game is not over yet.
If they get within 10 or less going to the fourth quarter, they can come back and win. Who knows?
Boston needs to get within 8 points.
Right.
They get within 8, they have a shot to win this game. They got to get within 8. This double-digit stuff ain't going to cut it. Maybe 10, but I say they got to get within 8. Right now it's 12. My goal is to get within 8.
Or even less. 8 or even less if you can. Who knows? And if you're the Warriors, you want to maintain your focus. You don't want to start turning the ball over like crazy. And that's the problem with Golden State. Sometimes when they have these gigantic leads, they tend to go away what's working with them. You know what I mean, Lou?
Yep.
Because this will be a bad loss for Golden State. This will be a bad loss if they lose this.
It's going to be bad for Golden State because now what's going to happen is it's going to be the mental edge, and then people are going to remind of what happened 6 years ago in 2016 on the same day, June 19th, on Father's Day. What happened against the Cavs 6 years ago? That's why. That's what's going to happen, and that's going to happen. You can see a mental breakdown, and if that happens, that's going to make KD look real good because now.
True. Right. Jordan Poole on the drive, but Dre, and a travel on Wiggins, though. So Boston's starting to play some lockdown D. Lou?
Yeah, see, now the Warriors are starting to lose their composure. Those silly unforced fouls have taken them out of rhythm now because now they're turning the ball over now. Boston's got 19 points off turnovers. Here's Jason Tatum with the ball. Jason Tatum crosses over, kicks it out to Horford, fakes the three, starts to drive to the middle. He gets stripped by Curry. Great defense and a foul on Al Horford. That's not a good foul by Al Horford. Yeah, he starts to break, but you just don't want to pick up a foul like that. That's just inexcusable for Boston. Inexcusable.
Ooh, Curry got away with the foul. Don't you think he fouled Al Horford? Got away with the foul. He touched his arm.
Probably did. I'm surprised the Celtics are not complaining about it.
Weird,
but
huh?
The thing is, at the same time, Celtics have been complaining to the refs. So Poole shoots a three. He can't hit. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Back come the Celtics within 12, trying to cut it within 10 or less by the end of this third quarter. They dump it into Tatum. He gets doubled, and another Boston turnover. Oh, my goodness gracious.
17 turnovers. 17. Boston, if it wasn't for the turnovers, they'll probably down like, 8-6 points right now? If it wasn't for the turnovers?
And looks like my thing is buffering right now.
Same here, man.
Let me see if I can get this back. Because this would be an epic collapse for the Warriors if they were to blow this 21-point lead.
22.
20. Oh, yeah, 22.
Yeah, it was 72-50 Golden State. They lose this game. I'm going to be honest with you, man. A loss like this, they might lose the series in Game 7. It counts, and the foul for Big Al, and one. And guess what, ladies and gents? The lead is sliced to 10. 74-64.
But also remember what I told you, G-Money. The Celtics are starting to play better in the third quarter. Who played well in the fourth quarter the last two games? Golden State.
Golden State.
But you also notice, though, that the Celtics are doing it, getting it inside, though. They're not shooting the three right now during this run. They're getting into the paint. That's what they were supposed to do. Right now it's a 9-point game. 7 or 8, they got a chance to get back.
Who knows? Right. And right now you're hearing TD Garden. Right now TD Garden's coming alive a little bit, though. So let's see. Jordan Poole on the drive. Jordan Poole. That's rejected by Big Al. Swatted out. No fly zone in Massachusetts. 74-65.
He blocked that right in front of Ray Allen.
Right. I'll be right back.
All right. Rejected by Al Horford right there on the play. Great defense. Al Horford showing some heart right now and some guts. Huge game right now. And I'm going to be honest, Curry's got to carry this Golden State team home now. Robert Williams is back in. Finally, the Celtics are attacking the basket, and now they're trying to get into the Warriors' heads. And look at Grant Williams, so now we got to switch. Draymond's done a really good job keeping his cool. Still got to continue to do it. Here's the inbound to Draymond Green. He shoots the jump shot, and he knocks it in. A little Dennis Rodman. He said, okay, going to give me the shot late in the shot clock? I take it. Draymond knocks it down. 11-point game. Celtics will get the ball in the shot clock. No shot clock. Draymond has played well. He's a rebound shy, 2-point shy, and 3 assists shy from a triple-double. 1, 2, 3, easy as ABC. Or the other way. A, B, and C is easy as 1, 2, 3. Here's Jaylen Brown being guarded by Curry. Jaylen Brown drives left, goes up, and he's going to draw the foul and almost gets the and one, but the foul is going to be on Curry, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. And if he makes both, the Warriors will get the ball to end the quarter, but now it'll be a single-digit game. So Poole, with the handoff, he tried to get open. So they tried to set a double screen with him from the baseline to the corner, but Draymond ends up shooting the jump shot. It was actually good strategy. It's just they made it, but Jaylen Brown misses the free throw. So Jaylen Brown misses the free throw. Could have easily cut it to a 10-point game. But looks like Draymond and Williams are talking right now. And so, again, keep this in mind. You got to keep this in mind because, you don't want to get yourself into trouble right now, and don't let the Celtics get into your heads because they have not been playing perfect. And Jaylen Brown knocks down the second. 5.1 seconds remaining right now. Warriors with the ball up by 10. They give it to Curry. Dribbles, 2 seconds, bounces it over to Poole. Poole shoots it up at the buzzer. Does he get it off? He does, but he does not make it off the glass and doesn't hit rim. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the third quarter, Boston scores 27 points in that third quarter, and they ended it on a 16-4 run with Golden State to get it within 10. So, a little closer than what I predicted. Celtic fans going crazy, but you got the Warriors fans going crazy right there with that Celtic and Warrior fans in that leprechaun costume. So, through 3. Headed into the fourth quarter, do or die for Boston. It is a 76-66 Golden State Warriors lead. They outscore them 27-22 in the third. Shout out to Ron in the building. Appreciate that. Net says it doesn't make KD look good at all if your team makes the conference finals without you. Well, that's true, but here's the thing, though. We're talking about the championship. We're talking about the championship. And it's an elimination game for Boston. So, no, it does make KD look good because if the Warriors lose this series, despite the fact that KD got swept, he can still say, you guys couldn't win the title without me. Despite the fact that he got swept. Yeah, the Warriors went far without him, but the validation is winning the title. So, KD can still go with that narrative that you still couldn't win without me. You needed me for 2 chips and the fact you may have gone to the finals, but you don't have that go-to guy down the stretch. This is why this has to be Curry's time now. He's got to prove them wrong. This is his time. He's got to take them home now. He's gotten the help he's needed. He's got to take them home now.
I agree. He has to take them home. And another thing, too, to add to your point, but Boston's done a good job. They run the Warriors off the 3-point line. After they were down 22, they run the Warriors off the 3-point line. And it forces the tough contested mid-range shots. Even when Draymond Green hit that mid-range shot, hey, you don't see him can those in. That was a silencer by Draymond Green, but they took the Warriors off the 3-point line. So that's good if you're Boston. So that's the thing there. And what Boston's doing better is that they're starting to get to the basket, they're getting to the free throw line, and that's why they slice the lead to 10. If it is Celtics, you've been outscored by, let me see, you've been outscored by 9 combined, by 18 combined in games 4 and 5 in the fourth quarter, 9 each. So if the Celtics want to pull up a rabbit out of their hat, find a pot under the goat under the rainbow, and force a game 7, they're gonna need to get to the basket, get the Warriors in foul trouble. And here's the thing too. In game 3, you got to keep this in mind. They hold the Warriors to 11 points in the fourth quarter, 29 to 11 in the fourth quarter. So if Boston could do that, if they could do that in the fourth quarter, they have a shot to win this game. Just contest shots, be physical, they have a shot to win.
Nets World said that the Heat never made the conference finals without LeBron. Yes, they did. They did it this year. And they also did it 2 years ago in the bottle.
And they almost went to the finals. It wasn't for Butler taking a bad 3. They almost went to the finals. And they went to the finals in 2020.
They just went 2 years ago. Whatchamacallit? What was I going to say? I was just thinking about something really important. I was just thinking about it. What was I just going to say? I was mentioning about Curry. No. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, it was about Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has 24 points, and he's shooting the ball well yet again because he was the man in the third quarter. Jason Tatum has faded off yet again. He's only 5 of 14. So Jason Tatum again pulling off another disappearing act, which tells you he's not a superstar. The media overhyped it. And then number 2, Jaylen Brown's going to be the finals MVP.
If somehow they come back and win this game and win this series, yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, Curry has actually shot the ball well, the best out of all the Warriors, other than Draymond Green and other than Jordan Poole. All right, G-Money, take it away. Fourth quarter action. Warriors up by 10.
Could be the last quarter of the 2021-2022 season. Could be the last quarter of the 75th season of the league. Draymond Green rejected Marcus Smart there. 11:46 in the fourth quarter. C's trying to prevent a coronation and trying to send this back to Dub Nation for a game 7, which will be on Father's Day. So a turnover, another blunder, another turnover by Boston. So Andrew Wiggins stole it, and a foul on Jaylen Brown. So Warriors get the ball back. 11:40 in the fourth quarter. Celtics down by 10 after trailing by 22. And ironically, the C's were up 14-2 to start. They sliced the lead to 9 just moments ago. Here's Draymond Green at the top of the key. Draymond Green hand off to Jordan Poole. Grant Williams on Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole dancing, prancing to the Houdini can't score. Here's Marcus Smart rebounding. Grant Williams back to JB. Here's Brown wiggling, jiggling. Brown throws up the floater, can't put it in, can't squeeze it home. Robert Williams can't put it down. I didn't like that shot selection by the Celtics there. Here's Klay Thompson, puts up a 3, won't go. Rebound by Marcus Smart, though. So the Celtics getting some styles, but they got to get some buckets, though. Here's Marcus Smart at the block. Here's Marcus Smart backing in the block. Another turnover. Unbelievable. Here's Andrew Wiggins pushing the pace. Here's Wiggins to GP2 with the Bay Area Rim Crusher. Beautiful pass, and it does back up Baker's dozen. 19 giveaways by the Celtics. Boston 1-7 in the playoffs with at least 16 turnovers or more. Almost another one. Jaylen Brown gets the ball back. Back to Marcus Smart. Smart faking the 3. He's Smart on the drive and puts it up and in. Marcus Smart with a beautiful drive, and the lead is sliced to 10. 10:06 to go of the fourth quarter. Warriors trying to send the C's to Cancun. Marcus Smart 3 of 10 in the game. 6 assists for 3 of 10. Has forced some really tough shots all night. Jordan Poole handout to Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins faking the 3. Another buffer. Give me some time. Hate this.
Happened to me too. Dang, I just had it. Oh. Here we go. Should be good now.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nothing.
Jeez.
All right, let's reload. Oh, Jay says Jalen needs to bring his paint play. Absolutely. He's attacking the basket. That's why his field goal percentage is up, and he's actually shooting better than Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum keeps settling for jump shots.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta run through Brown. Jason Tatum clearly doesn't want it. And if he loses this series, I'm gonna expose Jason Tatum. Win or lose, I'll expose him. Win or lose. Damn, this is a bad time to now want to. Is the game on your end?
Yeah, game's back. Yeah, game's back.
Okay.
So let's see. Jason Tatum with the ball. Is this his time to give his team a chance? Let's see. Here's Brown. 3-pointer. That spins out. Robert Williams can't put it back up and in. So here's Klay Thompson on the rebound. Klay Thompson on the drive. Almost a turnover. Jordan Poole faking a long ball. Back to Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins back to Green. Green back to Jordan Poole. Here's JP. Here's JP on the spin. The drive to Houdini. Do the Scoopy Doopy. Houdini and scoring. Celtics back down 14. An 8-3 run by the Warriors after the lead was sliced to 9. So JP has been big time. 15 off the bench for Jordan Poole using his size. Here's JT hopping like Kangaroo Jack and throws it down. Celtics down by 12. They need a whole lot of that if they want to get back into things. 82-70 Golden State. They're 836 away of a championship. So let's see. Klay Thompson at the left wing. Back to Jordan Poole. Robert Williams blocked Jordan Poole. I don't understand that. Here's Jordan Poole on the drive. Draymond Green puts up another 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Al Horford, though. Jaylen Brown on the drive. And a bad foul by Jordan Poole. Time Lord has trying to reverse time on the Warriors a little bit. 5 rejections. Time for Time Lord has given his heart and soul in this playoff run for the Celtics, though. Rejecting everything out of the summit, though. They're going to need a whole lot of that if the Celtics want to get back in this game and get back in this series, though. But if Boston wants to get back in this game, they got to do a whole lot of that. Nice, beautiful passing right there from Williams to Tatum with the dunk. Here's Steph Curry guarded on GST. Here's Tatum on the drive, can't put it in. Time Lord can't dunk it home. Rebound by Steph Curry. 7:56 to go. It looks like the Warriors are on the verge of clinching the championship. Time Lord on Steph Curry. Here's Draymond Green. Back to Klay. Klay 3. No good. Kevon Looney offensive rebound. 10+ offensive rebounds. Curry 3-ball. No siree. Golden State starting to struggle from downtown, though. But Boston's not taking advantage all night long. They're not. Al Horford faking a 3. Al Horford on the drive, and that's stripped. And he stepped out of bounds. Their 20th TO of the game for Boston, though. So, and here's what's crazy. Golden State's missed 10 straight threes, and it's still up by 12. That's what's scary if you're Boston, though. So, Marcus Smart guarded Steph Curry. Draymond Green with 10 points, 11 boards, 7 dishes. The best finals game this season for Draymond Green. His impact is felt immensely. Steph Curry on the drive and squeeze and ease it in. Steph Curry puts it up and in, and the Warriors back up 2 touchdowns, outscoring the Celtics 8-4 in the fourth quarter, and they can taste that gold bling bling. JB slicing, dicing, puts up a Houdini, and the Celtics within 12, but it just can't get stops right now. 6:50 to go of the fourth quarter. Do the Celtics have any gas left in that tank? We're going to find out. But Boston just hasn't played smart all night long, though. The Warriors, 6:47 away of being champions of the NBA Lord. Steph Curry, 6:47 away of shutting the narrative that he can't lead a team. Steph Curry puts up a Houdini, squeeze it in, and on the verge of his 4th ring, though, and his first Finals MVP. Warriors 84-72.
That was a nice drop by Curry with the left hand right there. But once again, Boston played drop coverage. And it's funny, Curry was 8 for 12, but since then he's only 2 of 9 from the field. And again, those are the little things that kind of get lost. If you remember was it game one? No, it was game one. If you remember game one, Curry had 34 points, but he started off real hot and then he finished the rest of the way. He shot the ball. He shot 50% still, but he struggled the rest of the way. He was 5 of 16 after getting off to a great start. He was 7 of 9 and finished 5 of 16. But it's starting to happen again. He's 2 of 9, but he makes that big layup. The key thing is though, timely baskets. So right now we got a timeout with 6:47 remaining. G Money saying they can taste it, and right now we got to see if the Boston could get stops. Go into the comment section. Ron says G Money with the play-by-play. He also says 20 turnovers is way too many. It's going to be the Achilles heel. This is what ended him. And again, Tatum's disappearance in the fourth quarter. I don't care about that dunk. Jaylen Brown's got more dog than you. I mean, he's been here in the second half. You haven't.
He's fought.
1 for 6 in the second half. Jay says got to get to 7 with 5 minutes left. The question is, can they do it?
And I mean, they can, but will they? They can. There's a chance, but will they? There's a difference.
It's amazing to me how Boston has really not been able to get quick hitting plays against the Golden State Warriors. Against every other team they've played in the playoffs, they've been able to get numbers in bunches. But for some reason, with Golden State, they haven't been able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They have not been able to do it.
Right. Right, and here's what's sad, right? Klay Thompson's 5 of 19. His shots have been off all night. Golden State's still up 12 because of balance. Gary Payne, Jordan Poole giving you 15 because he's going to the basket in threes. Andrew Wiggins giving you 12. I know he struggled in the second half, but his defense has been tough. Even Draymond Green. Hey, there's a Draymond Green sighting. Whoa, there's a sighting. He's been big, though. Gary Payne plays a good, tough defense, so that's why they have a good size enough lead. And that's why they're up by 12. Though for the Celtics, man,
I feel like the Warriors. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. I feel like the Warriors are going to win, and the reason I'm saying that is because look how much they're showing of Curry's timeline from when he first got drafted, and they've been showing a lot of the NBA draft, and I feel like the NBA is kind of really ready to move on. I could tell they've shown Curry so much already in this draft with all these commercials. I feel like they're trying to get it, but we'll see. Though we'll see. Maybe the Celtics have one last run in them to try to see if they could tie this game and take the lead. Because, like I said, if the Warriors blow this game, I don't know if they'll win Game 7. I'm still going to pick them, but because now what's going to happen is mentally, what does this do to you?
Mm-hmm.
If they blow this.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing
right, and Boston won 8 road games in the playoffs too. To add to your point, they won 8 road games in the playoffs, and including a Game 7 in Miami. Draymond Green with the turnover, and that's a steal. Al Horford pushing the pace. Grant Williams throws it up. It counts, and the foul. Grant Williams pulls up a Houdini, and who have a chance for a 3-point play? A bad foul. I think it was on Steph Curry. If you're Golden State, 6:37 is a gunk of time. You don't want to get careless, though. So
hold on real quick. Jay says, no, I'm saying that they have to. Warriors are going to back off a bit. No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying we're definitely going to have to see that. Yep, foul's going to be on Klay. That's a big play. Grant Williams has not been, he hasn't been here these entire finals. It's a big 3-point play.
Big, and the lead sliced to 9th, 6:32 to go the fourth quarter. Let's see if the C's can get some stops and get some transition. Al Horford on Steph Curry. This has been killing the Celtics this entire series, though.
It's
Steph Curry on the drive.
Curry getting the bigs. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Curry does that. Pizza pies at home. Marcus Smart faking a 3. Al Horford dished up to Tatum. Tatum at the right. Wiggins on his grill. His Tatum rejected by Wiggins. That's a big block there by Andrew Wiggins, though. 5:57 to go. That's a big block right there. The screen, Steph Curry bounce pass, Wiggins faking a 3. Wiggins on the drive, a Wiggy back to Klay. Klay puts up a 3. That's not a good shot. Rebound by Al Horford. That was a tough shot right there. JB on the drive. JB trying to do too much. and I think that's deflected by Golden State. And JB, ouch, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's grabbing on his left ankle. He's hurt. Oh no. Oh no. He's trying to wince it off. 86-75 Warriors. Trying to wince it off. Hope JB's okay. Now.
Wait. He's holding. Oh no. He looks like he's holding on to. Hopefully it's the ankle because he looked like he was holding on to the back of his Achilles. Hopefully that's not the case.
And that's the least of the Celtics problems.
I think it was non-contact. And okay, it looks like my stream is buffering yet again.
Same here, man. I guess they don't want to see the celebration.
That's true. Oh, never mind.
And JB cans to threes an 8-point game. This game is far from over. Still a chance for the C's. 86-78, 5:25 to go. So if you're Golden State, you want to have to work hard for this. Again, Al Horford on Steph Curry. Steph Curry might feast on this. The double. His Wiggins for three. He's got it. Angel Wiggins with a clutch time three. And that's a big silencer. He's Marcus Smart in the paint. Marcus Smart back to Al Horford. Jaylen Brown faking a three. Jaylen Brown almost loses the rock. He's JB on the drive.
What is Jaylen Brown doing?
I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it, though. He's Klay Thompson on the drive. He's Draymond Green, squeezes it in, and the leads back up 13. That's been the Celtics' bugaboo this whole game. 21 giveaways this whole game. Grant Williams almost turned the ball over back, though. Nearly did. Warriors up 91-78, though. Marcus Smart with almost another turnover. Here's Grant Williams back to Al Horford. Horford for three, and he knocks it down. Al Horford playing huge in the second half. The lead's cut to 10, though. 91-81. But here's the thing. Boston they don't look like they have enough time because they've just been so careless with the ball all night long. Al Horford guard Steph Curry. Steph Curry's exploiting a mismatch all night. Steph Curry on the drive. Steph Curry puts it up and easiest cheesecake for the shot.
Why are they putting Al Horford on Curry? That's just stupid. Udoka's a dummy for that. Why are you putting Al Horford on Curry? That's just dumb.
Curry with 27 big ones. Al Horford in the paint. Nope. No foul on Curry. No foul right there. 3:42 to go. And I agree with you, man. Curry's exploiting Al Horford on drives, ball faking, and he's going to his right every time. I don't understand Udoka, man, like you said. I don't get it.
Look at that. Nobody helps Curry. Jaylen Brown didn't try to close out nothing. They just let him go one-on-one and leave him on an island. That's just really stupid.
I don't get it, though. Celtics 342 away of their season. Celtics down by his baker's dozen. Jaylen Brown back to Smart. Smart faking a three. He's Smart back to Tatum. Tatum faking a three. And then guess what? Another TO. 22 TOs for the C's. Unbelievable. 3:32 to go.
Wiggins' defense has been unbelievable. Unbelievable defense by Wiggins. And we got a timeout with 3:32 remaining. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors are up by 12 right now. Curry has got 6 in the quarter, all on layups. He's 3 for 5 because he missed 2 threes. But still, 6 points in the quarter. We got a timeout. And I think the Warriors are going to win this championship. That's what it's looking right now.
Right now, yeah.
All right, let me look at the conversation real quick. Let me see. No, people are already saying Curry's better than LeBron. No, he's not. No. Please stop. Please stop. I got to expose that. Curry has done it his way on his same team that resonates with people. King says, not really. You're forgetting Kevin Durant. No, what Jay is basically saying is that even though Kevin Durant joined for 2 of the championships, Curry has never had to leave. So basically, Curry became the player he became. The Warriors became the team that they became through draft, through trades, through building. They did it the right way. That's what Jay's trying to basically mean. Culture. KD joined, LeBron joined D Wade, both joined champions to become champions, which are facts. And I made a video a long time ago that LeBron James and Kevin Durant would not be known as champions had they not joined their respective teams. It's a fact. Those are facts. Nets World said, I told you, I stuck with my predictions. Like D. Wade, Curry was the champion. Others joined. Jay, the CF, and don't count if it wasn't the same team. And I thought the 2020 finals were a bubble. Curry over KD. Well, we can't even say nothing about KD when it comes to the bubble because KD had the Achilles injury. So that's why that, was pretty nullified in that aspect. But yeah, this is Curry's going to get that elusive Finals MVP. He's going to shut all
Beantown in one of the toughest cities to win.
He's going to shut all the haters up. He's going to shut them all up. There's nothing you can say about him now. And you remember, he's a point guard. Yeah, the Warriors became a super team when KD joined. They weren't a super team when year before. People keep trying to do that because of their record, but you look at that team, it's really not that special when you look at that team. Again, Harrison Barnes, Andrew Wiggins is doing what Harrison Barnes was supposed to do with Golden State. He never became that player. He was supposed to do that. He didn't become that player. So that's why I heard.
Yep.
I'm like, you have the game?
No, I'm trying to. I'm trying.
I don't know why.
I mean, hey, our monitors, our computers are not the only one misfunctioning. So are the Leprechauns, so are the home team. The home team. Okay, the computer is back on. Okay. Yeah, I have the game now. Okay. So my thing is this. If Steph, assuming Golden State hangs on, this will be huge for Steph Curry and for the Warriors' legacy. Because think about this. They missed the playoffs 2 years in a row. They lost last year due to the play-in tournament, losing to the Grizzlies and the Lakers. And then from that into winning the title, it's huge for Steph Curry's legacy and for the Warriors' legacy. It's huge for Andrew Wiggins, too. Because remember, Andrew Wiggins was known as a bust in Minnesota, and now he showed that he's shining in the NBA final stage. He just hit a big three there and played some great lockdown D on Jason Tatum. Klay Thompson did not play well shooting the ball wise tonight, but his defense was locked in tonight. And what I love about what Golden State did, they never panicked when Boston made a run. They did a good job just slicing to the basket, did a good job driving, kicking, and that's why they have the lead up 12. And the Warriors are a team of unity. That team has a lot of unity, man.
That's right. That's right. Curry, game 4 at Boston, 43 points, 14 out of 26, 7 3-pointers, 10 rebounds. He's got 7 rebounds tonight, 5 threes, 27 points. Curry's wide open. Fakes Al Horford, dagger.
3, bang, yep, game over, series over. Just sending the little guys to sleep. And I want to throw a little nugget for you. If he hits one more 3, he will have the most threes in a final series ever. A 30-piece.
Oh, it might happen.
It might.
Curry's got 9 in the quarter, 9 points in the fourth. Celtics up down by 15. Here's Tatum, guarded by Curry. The fact that Tatum's been owned by Curry in this series is crazy. Tatum can't make the basket. Wow, Tatum out here is crazy. I don't ever want to hear about no damn superstar. This is all the media's fault. Anyway, they give the ball to Klay Thompson. 2:36 remaining. The Warriors can smell it now.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond's got the ball. They just got to run clock at this point. Don't run anything. Draymond, what kind of freaking pass was that, Draymond? What in the world were you doing, bro? What is that? Target practice? Because you missed the target and Klay in the corner. What the hell was that, bro?
He actually dished it off to the invisible. He actually dished off to the invisible man. Well, to the invisible man. Celtics down 15, 2:20 to go of their season. JB puts up a 3. He knocks it down. Jaylen Brown doing everything he can to get the Celtics a chance. They're down by Baker's dozen with 2:10 to go, but it looks like it's too late. Other than Jaylen Brown, I felt that no one really helped him in the second half much.
No. Al Horford showed up.
Okay, Al Horford showed up a little bit, yeah.
He did in that third quarter. Jaylen Brown did.
True.
Wiggins, just ice it, baby. It's boom. Boom, baby.
Boom, shakalaka, baka.
Man.
Yep.
So for the first time in NBA Finals history, in the Celtics history, the Boston Celtics are about to lose 3 games in a row in the NBA Finals as Marcus Smart makes the bank shot.
Right.
And we got a foul on Marcus Smart. And I think if Curry goes to the free throw line, he's going to get 32 points. If that's a foul for wow, this is unbelievable. Warriors up by 13.
Wow, man. Yep.
Oh,
Good night.
that was a 3 hit. Oh yeah, that was a 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry with the CM Punk go to sleep. That's right.
Go to sleep. Good night. See you next season. And by the way, this will be the Warriors' first road closeout W of the playoffs. By the way, because remember they lost at Memphis by 39, lost at Dallas by 10, and lost to Denver. So this will be the first road closeout for the Warriors. And what I love about Golden State, when they were down 14-2, they easily could have let their 10-fold and say, we'll see you for game 7. But they did a good job being physical, guarding the paint, forcing a lot of turnovers. And Robert Williams scores inside. But I thought they did a great job preventing lobs to Robert Williams. And they did a great job containing Jason Tatum, though.
Wow, he traveled? That's crazy.
Yeah, he traveled, though. But this game is virtually over. Hey, I was wrong. I had the Celtics in 6. Hey, I was wrong. I'm going to eat crow. Kendrick Perkins carried the hell on, said the Warriors were done at the game 3. Yeah, they were done. They were done kicking the Celtics ass. After game 4, Jaylen Brown going to the stripe, 2 shots at the line, and more than likely the 75th season of the NBA is going to come to a close. Wow. Crazy. From the Warriors missing the playoffs 2 years in a row into getting everyone back healthy into being the last team standing, and to do it in TD Garden. This is the first time that a road team will win a chip at TD Garden, though. And look at this. The Celtic reserves coming in for Boston, and the Celtic crowd, TD Garden, cheering and applauding for the Celtics showing resilience, though. And for the Warriors, gotta give that team a lot of credit. Resilience, heart, grit, passion, toughness, resilience.
Is that all for son? Oh yeah, it is. Oh wow.
I think so. Yeah.
He looks just like him.
Mm-hmm.
Just with hair. Jaylen Brown knocks out a free throw. No, this Jason Tatum screwed this series. He only had one good game the entire finals. This is a learning experience, though. People shouldn't kill Tatum too much, but the difference between Boston winning and losing was his inability to perform in the fourth quarter. And Curry gets fouled, 1-on-1 remaining. The Warriors up 11. Here's the thing with Curry winning this championship. This puts pressure on Kevin Durant to win one without him. And if he doesn't win one for the rest of his career, KD's never going to be able to live with that, knowing that you had to join a team to win.
Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow you have the Stanley Cup final. You have the Colorado Avalanche trying to dethrone the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Avalanche beat the Lightning game 1 4-3. So huge win for them. So the Avalanche now 13-2 in the Stanley Cup, in the NHL playoffs. Right there. And the Lightning trying to go for the 3-peat. Iggy! Old man Iggy.
Wow, this is crazy.
Wow, Luke Kennett, former Knick in the game, stolen by guess who? The chef. Steph Curry steals the ball.
Curry, just give the ball up, man. You got your 34 points. Boston got 23 turnovers. Just awful. Awful. In the closeout game. There goes Curry's dad. Curry, he shouldn't have shot that. He should have just let that go.
He was trying to break the record for most threes in the playoff series.
I know. Yeah, I know. He already has his own record. Don't need to go for it. Just let it go, man. All right, let's listen to the commentary, folks, because I got to hear this right now. Oh my goodness. Here's the moment.
Draymond Green, a spectacular performance.
Here it is, people.
Rebound, eight assists. Flyers.
For Steph Curry with his dad, the emotions just pouring out. It might be his fourth, but it means so much.
Wow.
Sacrifice all the work.
Curry closes out the Boston Garden, gets to do what Magic Johnson did. Second time ever.
Warriors are ready to celebrate.
And
that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to the
wow.
They're on top of the NBA world.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden State Warriors are your 2022 NBA champions.
Gold-blooded! Gold-blooded!
Congratulations to Dub Nation. Congrats to Dub Nation. Warriors win the chip. And what does this do for Curry's legacy? Oh, man.
A spectacular finish to another spectacular career for Steph Curry, Stephen Kerr, and both members of
Oh, wait.
the Celtics.
Does that mean that LeBron has a winner to go to now? This is Kerr's fourth championship. Curry's fourth championship. And look, let me give you guys this perspective. I'm going to turn off the audio for a second as we do the post-game show. And let me just say this, man. Again, shout out to Dub Nation. You guys deserve it. Curry fans, you guys deserve it with what Curry's been through with all the criticisms. Curry showed up clutch. He had 13 points in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He had double-digit points in the fourth quarter in Game 4. In 2 road games, in Games 4 and 6, Curry with tears in his eyes. Look at that. Jonathan Kuminga, 19, 20 years old. This man is an NBA champion. And the Warriors win in 6, like I predicted. I predicted the Warriors in 6. Jason Tatum, he's got a lot of learning to do. They need to play a real system. I realize that they're very ISO heavy, and the Warriors just showed you. Even with their small ball lineup, this is the impact that Curry has. The team game. He proved. This validates their championship now. 2015, he only won because the Cavs were missing 2 key players. 2017, 2018, he only won because of Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
This championship right here, after missing most of the 2020 season with a broken hand, after carrying the Warriors in 2021, but they lose to the Grizzlies and the Lakers, as G Money mentioned in the play-in tournament, you go from that to winning the NBA championship when we didn't know if Klay was going to be healthy. We didn't know with these young players. I said, the Warriors could be a playoff team, but I also said 75th season, I said the Warriors are full strength. You never know. They might win the title. They come out like gangbusters, and look what happens. They start out 21-4. I also got to give Stephen A. Snitch props. He picked the Warriors all season to win the NBA championship. Nick Wright, you look stupid. You look real stupid now. He tried to ride the Boston Celtics. He said Andrew Wiggins was a bad trade. Look at you now, bro. The Warriors are NBA champions, and Stephen Curry. If the voters find a way to give Andrew Wiggins the MVP, I ain't never watching the NBA ever again, because Curry was clearly the best player in this series on both teams. Clearly the best player on both teams.
Right.
You could say Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics, but look at Curry. Look at the numbers. 34, 7, and 7 in a closeout game. 12 of 21 from the field, 6 threes. Also, and G Money, you would agree with me on this. The story of Klay Thompson. Man, the last time that Klay played in the NBA Finals, he tore his ACL in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And the Warriors lost to Toronto in Game 6. In the last ever game at Oracle Arena, Roracle, as Drake would love to say, yeah. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, he tore his ACL, tore his Achilles while he was working out, trying to get back from the ACL, to come back and be an NBA champion. You couldn't have written a better story for this Golden State team. And once again, how about this though? Curry's won a championship with 2 different teams, but within the same organization. And you can make a case with 3 different teams, honestly, to be honest with you, because They gutted most of their team with Kevin Durant. You got the 2015 Warriors strength in numbers, and now you got this iteration of the Warriors with Jordan Poole and Damian Lee and Kuminga and James Wiseman. You know, a new breed, Gary Payton II. So when you really think about it, Curry's won 4 titles with 3 different teams on the same team, 3 different rosters.
Right.
And he never had to leave.
He didn't need to leave. No.
So to me, people take, they talk about, a certain player going to different organizations, but Curry won a championship with 3 different rosters. That to me is pretty impressive.
Right. And here's another thing too. They also won a chip in Boston. And what I mean, they also won a chip. I know the Celtics were up and down at home, but win a chip in the toughest environment. Remember, bro, they were down 14-2 to start the game. I know it was early, but look at this. They won tough road games. They won game 1 in Memphis. They won game 3 in Denver. They won game 3 in Dallas. They won 2 in Boston. They were down by 5 in the fourth quarter in game 4, going on a 21-6 run. Tonight, they were down 14-2. They easily could have waved the white flag and gone for game 7. And also, don't forget too, they were down by 9 points in game 2, 5 points in game 5. This team has a lot of heart and unity. This team shares the ball, rebounds, defends. They love each other. And what I love about this Warriors team, this team does not make excuses. This team wakes up every day at the gym, every night, gives everything they can. 7 championships in franchise history from Rick Barry, now Steph Curry, KD. Look at this. And I doubted Golden State going into the year. I didn't think they'll be in the NBA Finals, let alone beat the Celtics. And they proved me wrong. I'm happy. I got to give this team a holy clap.
I got to say this, though. To be honest with you, Ron makes a great point. When the Warriors were struggling, we were looking at this team and said they might not even be, they're not looking like a championship team. And the crazy part was, the blessing in disguise was Curry's injury. That's the crazy part about this whole thing. They won 53 games. They didn't look like a championship team. They were just looking like a playoff team. And people were saying, I was like, you know what? I said, if the Warriors get healthy, I said they can contend for that West title because, again, that Curry system, the core, they've been there before. And what happened? Jordan Poole went off early against the Denver Nuggets. Curry didn't mess up the rhythm. He's the ultimate team player from what I've seen, other than Tim Duncan and Bill Russell. When I think of those guys, when it comes to ultimate team player, Steph Curry, he just put himself into the top 15 with this Finals MVP and this championship trophy. He just put himself in the top 15. He's gone past. That's right. He's got that 4. It's that 4 rings, 3 different rosters. And the thing with Curry is, Curry attracts players. The Golden State Warrior franchise have attracted basketball players to come here. And they've done it through their scouting. They've done it through their drafting. They were able to get Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant can call himself a champion because of that. But now Kevin Durant can't say anything because now he has to prove he can win without Steph. He has to prove it now. Right. And the Warriors now are a legit dynasty because people have been saying the word dynasty to, elevate a certain NBA player who I'm not going to mention. But now it's legit because the thing is the Warriors, they repeated. Yes, they did it with KD, but they did repeat. And they won 3 titles in 4 years. It's just those 2 seasons they lost were huge on top of the loss to Toronto. And, it's been 4 years since they were last NBA champions, and that was with Kevin Durant. So, but now they can do that right now.
Right. I want to add a little chicken nugget. I want to add a little G-Money Hoops fun fact. Did you know that the Celtics did not score 100 points for 3 straight games? Great lockdown defense if you're the Warriors. And
Game
when the
4,
Celtics, Game 4,
97 points. Game 5, 94. Game 6, 90. 90 points.
Yep. And when the Celtics pulled within 9, the Warriors easily could have collapsed, choked, and we could have had a game 7. But the Warriors did a good job just attacking the basket, attacking the middle. And what the Warriors did, they did not turn the ball over. And I want to throw a little nugget. Did you know Mark Tatum is in the building in TD Garden because Adam Silver is in protocol? So that's why you don't see him doing a championship celebration.
Mm. Unbelievable. And how about this for Steph Curry? Curry scored 30 points 4 times in this series. The only 2 times, 29 in game 2 and 16 in game 5 when he struggled. He only struggled one time.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? 43 in game 4, 34 in game 6. And he outscores Jason Tatum. And this is really bad on Tatum's part. He's still young, but he's going to have to definitely learn from this. You look at the box score. Tatum started 5 out of 9 from the field. He finished 1 for 9 and only scored 13 points. Jaylen Brown, his counterpart, he scored 34.
He did his best. Brown fought what he could. And even Al Horford showed some fight, too.
Al Horford, hello, 6 out of 8. He scored 19 points. He showed up. 19 points, 14 rebounds, 2 steals on the block.
Mm-hmm. Even
Al
Robert
Horford,
Williams played hard, too.
He did his thing. Robert Williams had 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 blocks. He played well.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Smart didn't play well, and Jason Tatum didn't play well. Grant Williams didn't play well. Derek White, 1 for 6. He was useless at this point. He struggled. Pritchard, too. They struggled.
Yeah.
They weren't reliable when it matters. And it's showing you that the team game. No, Curry doesn't need to retire. He doesn't need to.
Why?
Curry doesn't need to retire. I just told you, with this core, they have a chance to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
This core has given Curry an opportunity to go for another title. And the way that Curry plays, Curry's good for another few years. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Dub Nation, guys, hit that like, man. Congratulations to Dub Nation, man, winning the NBA championship. Right? Curry getting that elusive Finals MVP. Nobody can say nothing now.
Finally. And if you're the Celtics, I look at both sides for Boston. Boston had a great year getting to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2010. But at the same time, are we sure this team's going to get back here in the future? Because, like I said on the stream, the Eastern Conference will get tough. So if you're the Celtics, if they had a great year, they fought, but if Boston wants to be hosting their 18th trophy in the future, they need a point guard. They need a 6-man off the bench that can create their own shot, man. What do you think, man?
No, they definitely need a point guard because the thing is they don't really run a real offense. And if you look at my friend was mentioning it, when I was talking to them on the phone on the WhatsApp, they really do need to. Tatum and Brown need to learn how to play off the ball. And I feel like they really do need a real system. ISO ball isn't going to work, and you saw what happened in the finals. You saw it got exposed in these 6 games, especially the last 3 games. And the fact that the crazy part is that I thought the Warriors were in trouble with the fact that Tatum had only 1 good game in this series, and they were up 2-1, and his best game was game 3. And I'm saying to myself, if they could get contributions for everywhere else, that's going to be, it's going to be bad for Golden State. Because I looked at that point, I said, well, Jordan Poole hasn't played well. Klay Thompson hasn't played well. And they didn't play well tonight either. Wiggins got hot late at the end a little bit, but at the same time, though, he was at 1.5 for 15. Curry was the most efficient player on the floor. And look at that. Draymond Green, of all people, shot 50% from the field. So
Draymond Green, yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that I think that the fact that Curry was able to shoot the ball so well for most of this series, he had his efficiency game on point. I mean, the man hit 6 threes tonight after not hitting a single one in game 5. To come back like that. With Boston, again, it's young. Got to see what they do in the offseason. And the thing is, a lot of the teams that were injured are going to be healthy next year. So this isn't going to be easy for Boston. So teams will be coming at Boston. Got to see how Boston responds next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to find out. And for the Warriors, time is now. I mean, their depth, huge. What I love what Steve Kerr did, he used timeouts when you saw teams make runs. When you saw the Celtics cut the lead to 9, he easily could have panicked and allowed the Warriors to play through. But he called a timeout, and then he told them to calm down, and that's why you saw the Warriors start to move the ball better. I love their transition, the backdoor, the screen roll, the pick and pop, and that's why Boston, Golden State are champions, and their defense was tough. To me, Boston lost the series in Game 4. To me, the Celtics lost the series in Game 4 because I felt that if the Celtics just had executed down the stretch of that game, it probably would have been a different series because they've been up 3-1. But the Warriors are NBA champions. They were the mentally tougher team. They were the hungrier team. They were more determined to get back here, and they were physical. They shut down Jason Tatum down the stretch, forcing the tough contested shots. And I felt there were times in which they doubled him, trapped him. Jaylen Brown gave what he could, but other than Al Horford and Robert Williams, you just needed a few more guys to pitch in, and that's what you didn't get from the Celtics. And the Celtics, they fought and fought and fought all year, but 3 straight losses to end their season. That's pretty tough. And 2 in TD Garden. I mean, and by the way, now they're 17-5 in the NBA Finals. 2 straight losses in the NBA Finals dating back to 2010.
Yeah, if you're a Celtics fan, you have to be proud of the way the team was able to make a run like that because like most people, and look, I was wrong about the Bucks, but I just think that the Middleton injury really hurt. I mean, along with the coaching of Bud Dudenholzer over here, not being able to adjust. But I think that if you're Boston, to be able to make this run, you have to definitely be proud. You're disappointed in the way Tatum played. The adjustments were kind of difficult to come by. But like I said, going into next year, they need a playmaker, they need a 6-man, and they need to run a real system because the iso ball of Tatum and Brown isn't going to win a championship. It's not. Because what you saw was once you saw them play iso ball, they settled. There was a lack of movement. And you saw what the Warriors did. A lot of their plays was not iso. They continuously moved the ball, and that system won them another championship and won them their 4th title. There's
Good. Yes, for sure.
won unanimous, and now he can finally call himself a Finals MVP. He can because he's been the MVP of the regular season, and now he's been the MVP of the Finals. And also, even though I hate the fact that he has this now, but Curry was also the Western Conference Finals MVP, and I thought he was only getting because I feel like those awards to me are just trying to enhance legacies of players because quite honestly, if that award existed, do you know how many guys would have won Western Conference or Eastern Conference Finals MVPs? So, but at least with Curry, this was his dream season. He got the season. And imagine if he would have won regular season MVP. It would have been something historic. So
and also also All-Star MVP. He should have won All-Star MVP.
He also did win All-Star MVP, scoring 50 points. I remember. So yeah, think about it. All-Star MVP, NBA champion, Finals MVP, Western Conference champion MVP. If he would have won the regular season MVP, he really could have said he had a MVP season, like literally. Yeah, no. And shout out to Chris Wedge. Appreciate you. He says the state the Warriors are at this point will be deadly in the next playoffs because they're going to be playing with house money and have zero pressure. Boston won't be back soon in the finals. You know what? It's crazy that you say that, but I got a feeling you're right. I don't think Boston's going to be back for a bit. I would be a little surprised if they do make it back, but I don't think they're making it back next year. At least next year. At the very least next year. I am going to go on a limb, and I know it's early, but I think a fully healthy Milwaukee Bucks team, I think possibly might be back. I could be wrong, But
You can make a case. Don't sleep on the Miami Heat. Who knows? Miami might make some moves. They were Jimmy Butler 3 away from getting far. Who knows?
I know they got far, but they definitely need a number one option. They need a real superstar. They can't win without a true superstar. They need a superstar. And you could tell that they needed that superstar in Game 7 against Boston. They need a superstar. They're not winning an NBA championship unless they get a number one option.
Mm-hmm.
They're missing that.
Mm-hmm.
They need a number one option. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot to unpack, but I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to do baseball tomorrow, but I think on Saturday, I'm probably going to come back with a live stream where we talk about some basketball and going to talk definitely more about the Warriors win for Thursday. I'm pretty sure their parade is going to be probably Saturday or Sunday, but Dub Nation, y'all deserve this trophy, man. Y'all deserve it. Well deserved.
Yeah.
And now that the championship has been won, that means more money, which means now we're going to start looking at contracts for the Warriors. Who are they going to be able to pay and who are they not going to be able to keep? That's going to be interesting, but we'll find out, which now means we'll be looking forward to the NBA draft next Thursday, June 23rd. So get ready for that. And I think I should do a live stream with the NBA draft. G-Money, you're more than welcome aboard to do the draft with me as well. So be down for that. And so once again, guys, this is your tag team of Louis Sports Network, the LSN Net Gang with Notorious, G-Money, Hoops. G-Money, once again, where can the chat catch you at on Saturday?
BX Sports Jedi Network. Catch me at BX Sports Jedi Network. We talk about hoops on Saturdays. Talk about hoops on Saturdays. Talk about the ins and outs of the NBA. Soon I'm going to talk about the Warriors championship. Talk about what the Celtics need to do to get back here in the future. And I'm going to give a lot of fun facts about this series. Congrats to the new 2022 NBA champion Golden State Warriors. It was an amazing playoffs. Man. Wow. So you can catch me at BX Sports Jedi Network.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be doing another stream probably tomorrow, if not Saturday. And it's to congratulate the Golden State Warriors on their 2022 NBA title. They deserve it. They were able to pretty much do it. You know what? I don't have any merchandise, and it's like I actually got to talk to some people. Definitely want to start making some merchandise pretty soon because I actually do know somebody who's actually very good at making merch. So I don't know when it's gonna happen, but stay tuned for that. I'm trying to collaborate. I got some fire slogans that I actually want to do in terms of selling, but I definitely want to do some stuff like that in the future. So don't know when, but stay tuned for that. But once again, thank you to Notorious G-Money for the call. There's some great action, man. Hope it kept you guys entertained. Hope you guys love in the background right here in Boston. It's just unfortunately that championship has got to come down with Boston, and we'll have to wait for number 18 at another time, just not this year. The Warriors get their 7th in franchise history, 4th in the last 8 years, 6 finals appearances in 8 years. With all that being said and winning this chip, it validates their dynasty now. So until next time, from Notorious G-Money to the Louis Sports Network saying bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we stream together, we chat together, family for life. Congratulations to Golden State, Dub Nation, well-deserved, 2022 NBA champions. Have a wonderful night, and we'll be back on the next one, and I am gone. Have a great night, everybody.
So many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan, I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're two different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me. Because, you can't compare –